What plaything can you offer me today?
An obscure body in the SK system, Your Majesty. The inhabitants refer to it as the planet Earth.
How peaceful it looks.
Don't they know that my life just one I have to report, everybody. I have to report that we've lost Chuck Norris, and now testosterone across the planet has gone down by over 5,000%. We have lost a legend, a man who taught men how to be better men, a man who was not just an action star at all, something much more than that. Kind of an embodiment of the American spirit and how the American man used to be, what he used to strive to be, what he used to strive for. And I'm really, really happy to say that I got to see Chuck Norris and grow up with Chuck Norris in my movies, in my comics, in everything. So all hail our lost comrade, our lost warrior, our lost American archetype, our lost American legend, Chuck Norris. He lived a long, fruitful life, and he made a lot of people's lives better, and he inspired a lot of great men to become what they are now today. All hail Chuck Norris. All hail. We're going to be going over some Chuck Norris jokes today, but in about 6 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, about 6 minutes from now, we're going to be launching Terror in the Trenches on Indiegogo. Let's go to Indiegogo. All right? Let's go. Their website got weird. It's confusing. It's creepy. I hope I didn't mess everything up too fucking much, but we'll find out. How's everybody doing today? I hope everyone's doing all right. Let's live stream this shit. Let's get some people in here. I'm about to hit the email marketing button that sends out that Terror in the Trenches has launched. We're just kind of looking at it for right now. Oh my God. This is a beautiful campaign, you guys. I'm so excited for this. Black Terror stripped of his powers. Lady Satan captured. He's going up against the nastiest motherfuckers he's ever gone up against yet. Sawback, the cybernetic trapper, and Lockshot, the girl with sniper scopes for eyes. Nothing cooler than that. So I hope you guys will check it out. I'll see you in the trenches, I hope. Let's find out if the Indiegogo people are going to show up. We already made our goal on Kickstarter. Pretty badass. Pretty happy with that. But other than that, we're gonna have to make sure that people know about it on Indiegogo too. There's a lot of Indiegogo people who've supported me over the years, and I love them and want to give them a place to be able to back my books if they're not into Kickstarter. It's totally cool with me. I'll try to do Indiegogos. I am thinking about doing a Fund My Comic as well. I just really like them, and they really keep nudging me to kind of use them, and I've used them before with great success. They've been nothing but awesome. They're easier to use than Kickstarter is now. So we'll see about that, guys. We'll see all about that. There's been a lot going on lately in the world of comics. Can't get a copy yet, sir. Wait 3 minutes from now, baby. 3-minute countdown. 3-minute countdown. I promise you're gonna love it. Until then, we can watch really cool things like sexy people working out.
Set up, tuck center, squeeze, lat spread. Tuck center.
Squeeze.
Stretch it.
Yeah, that's right. Stretch it. Stretch it raw
Side toe
all night
touch.
long.
Out. Step center. Touching out.
She says all this like I know what these things are, but I'm just going along, man. I'm just watching her. You know what I'm saying? I can't take my eyes off. But that's how we used to work out, everybody. We also used to get into our denim and dance in public to burn calories, and that's why we all used to be so fit. I don't know what happened. But we lost that style, and only people like me can bring the coolness back through my work, through my amazing comic books. 2 minutes away! 2 fucking minutes! Let's go! When I do this, do magical things happen? Yes! That's pretty cool. I could also do this. Oh, thumbs down. I could do this. What does this do? Nothing! It offends you! It offends you! Apple, you need to get in on this. This could be fun. A whole bunch of little yellow middle fingers can pop up across and, you know, a bird can come land on them because you're flipping the bird. Come on! Do I have to come up with all the creative shit around here, Apple? What are they paying you guys all the money in the world for? What are they paying you for? Oh my God, we're 1 minute away. We're 1 minute away. Is everybody ready? Is everybody ready? Is everybody in? Everybody excited? Let's go. Let's do this. Oh my God, I'm excited. We're going to launch this, baby. We're going to launch this. So it still says test. You can see how it says test in the corner here. Yeah. It's not quite there yet, man. Man, I wish whoever fucking is doing the leaves outside would fuck off. But yeah, they're doing their loud stuff out there right now. It's very distracting. I think I could use some music or something to help me feel a little better about what's going on in the background because it's really obnoxious sounds. Do we have music on here? Let's find out. Media assets. Background music, eh? Background music. Dance pop. Feeding the ducks. Oh, yeah. Can you guys hear that? Can you hear that? I'll bring it down real low. We'll bring it down real low. All right. Are we there? Is it noon? I'm sending out this email right the now to over almost 4,000 people who've signed up for my mailing list over the years. You're all amazing. Thank you. Let's refresh this. Let's refresh this. Is this launched? Are we launched, baby? Campaign is now live. Campaign is now live. Live. We are live. We are live. Trenches is live, guys. All right. Why does it still say test in the corner then? Why does it say that? What is with Indiegogo? Why are they so weird for no reason? Why does it still say test in the corner if my shit is live? What happened to you guys? Are you all just a bunch of European socialist fuck-ups? Is that it? Is that it? You don't know how to make a fucking crowdfunder that actually raises money? You're worried more about taxes and European shit. Yeah, it says test in the corner still, but they claim quit tester mode, fucker. Tester mode. I never pushed tester mode. Fuck you for putting me there. Hells yeah. Terror of the Trenches is live. Let's go. All right. Upcoming, coming soon, it says. No, it's live. It's live. S live. It's right here. Right here, baby. Let's post this on Twitter real quick. Let everybody know. Yeah, you should be able to get your trenches. Oh, we got a backer already. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You fucking rule. You rule. You rule. Let's go. Now live on Indiegogo, baby. Terror in the Trenches. Let's go. Yeah. I appreciate you guys. You know, the first one I did on Indiegogo did really great. And I know you people liked it, so I hope a lot of you want to come out and still use Indiegogo. And if you don't, that's cool. We got a Kickstarter. Let's go. Let's do it. Appreciate you guys. Hells yeah. We got some days left on this. 59. We're doing 2 months, so I can promote the hell out of it over those 2 months and just have a good time on people's YouTubes and get the word out on this awesome book. Let other people know, too. It really helps. You know, this is not a normal story or superhero story at all. This isn't superhero shit. This is Dark Avenger shit. This is the darkness you weave coming back to haunt you in a big way. This is beautiful art. This is great story. Great characters. Nothing's like me. No one does what I do in comics. No one can do what I do in comics. These are great books. And they're well made, too. I make sure everything's really good and well made. So if you guys want to back, please do. I really appreciate you. Until then, we're going to talk about a lot of other things. We've got all kinds of cool things to talk about. We've got everything from Sam Keith. I'm going to have to take this out of the plastic. I have these really great Sam Keith books, and when we lost him recently, it really hit a lot of people, and I don't blame them because so many people were influenced by him or mesmerized by him and his very unique art. Very beautiful, there's almost a graphic quality to it with his compositions. His compositions have this surreal graphic quality. See the way the clothing creates this perfect arc as it rips up and shreds from Wolverine's body onto the guy's claws, Cyber's claws, and it has this perfect circular. There's a graphicness to it. I mean, but good comic art, I think, does have good graphic understanding. You know? So it does really good stuff. Really good stuff from him. We'll probably look at these in a bit. I also want people to know that if you missed Terror in the Trenches 1, I have the book. I'm ready to ship it to you. You can get it in this campaign, guys. You can get both books. And I'm telling you, reading both books back to back makes the story that much fucking better. It makes it that much fucking better. You're going to want it. You're going to want it. Please check it out. Please check it out. Oh my God, I'm going to miss Chuck Norris. I really am. I'm just going to miss him. Without him being in the world, it doesn't feel like the world is right. It just doesn't. It doesn't feel like our American heroes are what they should be these days. And he's like a reminder of what they were supposed to be, you know? He had his own awesome comic books. He had his own toys. He never became a Hollywood arrogant, snotty person. He was always humble and cool and honest and real. And he raised a great family. He was in great movies. And he became a meme. The man who became a legendary meme that will never go away, that will never die. I swear to God, like, memes are the new immortality, dude. I swear, memes are the new immortality. 2 backers? What? Let's go, guys. We got a $5,000 goal here. $5,000 goal. And I hope we can make it happen. Let's make it happen. I appreciate you guys. Anyone who's going to back my book is going to get some kind of a fun little video. How about this one? Little dick draining. In the worst way. In the worst way. Thank you guys. I appreciate you for backing. You're the best. You are the best. Please back this book today. You will. We are at 3 backers. Well. What are you guys going to make me do? Have to fucking do some more videos for you? I have no problem with that.
Frontal halftime. Chest up. Now lift the arms. Up. Control. Push it out.
Yeah, push it out. You know, push it out. Get it out. Get it in. Put it in. Put it out. In and out. In and out. Until you feel good again. I'm feeling like this guy today, man. On launch day, by the time I get there, man, I'm tired. I'm stressed. I'm confused. I don't even know who I am anymore. I feel like this
the car
dude.
for the feature.
Man, listen here, this sumbitch in 7 car is fast as shit. I feel like I can come up the rear or from the front tonight. But I'm gonna win this sumbitch tonight, put money on it. Tony stinking ass will be in victory lane kissing on the trophy gal. Ass is about to be whooped.
Woo! Ash is about to be whooped. Let's go. Let's go. And then you know what that means? That means we got 4 backers already. 4 backers, $200 out of $5,000 goal. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. It's fucking nuts out there in the world. Get yourself some good books to read. Get yourself some Terror in the Trenches. Get yourself some Terror in the Trenches. All right? Get yourself a little bit of that terror up in your porridge. Because I'm telling you, it's going to make you happy. It's going to make you happy. Let me see real quick here what's going on here. This background music is a bit much. It's a bit loud. We got something like better. I don't know. Rock? Do we want... Yeah. No, rock just sounds... Dance pop? What's this? All right, whatever. We'll just roll with it for now. But we've got some cool stuff here. We've got a trailer, and I think people are going to dig it. So let's go back to it. Indiegogo made me put images in the gallery before they let me launch. I don't like to usually do that. I just put all my images all over the beautiful campaign. And as you can see here, we've got many. The amount of splash pages I use in this book, I swear to God, I just am a splash monster. I just love splash pages. I think writing this story kind of got me more into splash pages as an artist and understanding the power of them. And I double down on splash pages in this book, guys. You're going to love it. The art is big. It's beautiful. It's powerful. Art by Monica Maccagni of Italy, and colors by Tiago Barça. We made this amazing combination of what is like kind of a Bruce Timm animation style meets kind of a gritty, dark Avenger story. Unlike anything out there, it's so fucking cool. You have to get in on this book, guys. It's too good of a story to pass up. I mean, it's going to be the definitive cool Black Terror story out there out of all of them. My goal is kind of to beat everyone else when it comes to making this stuff. It really is. It's to kind of defeat these people who like didn't really know what to do with Black Terror. They didn't really give him the credit he's due and the respect he's due. They didn't really give him a chance. Or figure out how to make him cool. Well, I'm here to fucking do that. So we are crafting the greatest Black Terror story ever told. With your help, the ghosts of his tragic past will drag the man named for Terror back into hell in Terror in the Trenches 2. Hey guys, I'm Vaughn, award-winning creator of Monster MD and Kataru Witch Hunter. I've always loved the Black Terror, but I was sick of seeing this Golden Age icon watered down, forgotten, so I rebuilt him into something raw, uncompromising, and heavy with real meaning. This isn't just another safe superhero reboot. This is the darkest, most gripping Black Terror story ever put to page. A psychological descent into the nightmarish trenches of World War II and his past sins, where the horrors he thought he buried come clawing back to finish him. Terror in the Trenches 2 is the second volume in the Black Trilogy, his ultimate test. 72 pages of pulpy action that reinvents Black Terror like you've never seen him before. All done in a Bruce Timm on steroids style you won't forget. Yeah. Will you stand with us and help Black Terror escape the trenches alive? Or watch him finally get consumed by the darkness he's carried for decades? Back the campaign and help us tell the greatest Black Terror story ever told. It's time to dig 2 graves, people. Let's go. Terror in the Trenches 2. I hope to see you guys there. Thank you so much for your support. Yes, my friends. Terror in the Trenches 2 is here, and it's badass. Nothing more badass, nothing more brutal. 6 backers. All right, let's go. Hells yeah. Thank you all so much. Who's in here? Hail nerds. What's up? Creators Outlet. I love you. Thank you for being here. Oh, this guy's awesome. Sean Thompson, hells yeah. You've always been so supportive, man. He said he couldn't get a copy. Well, we hadn't launched yet, but we've launched now. I bet you got your copy, my friend. I really hope so. Mr. B.A. Turner, the man. I love it. He said, hail jabronis. We're a bunch of jabronis. That's right. Yeah, that's right. We're jabronis. We're proud of it. See you in the gym, B.A. See you in the gym. That guy could teach you how to build muscle, B.A. He knows what he's doing, all right? And we got Dr. Mask. Oh, my God, I'm not even going to say it right. Mask Retro Elixir 5360. Hail, Mask. Thanks for being here. Everybody who's in here, you rule. You are cool. We are cool. We're raising money for the greatest comic book out there right now. 7 backers. Let's go. Why do you guys keep making me so happy? Why do you keep doing this? Now I got to make you happy. So pretty, so cool, so sexy, so braless. Yeah, man. Oh, my cat wants up. Oh, no, he doesn't. Okay, that's cats for you. They want up and then they don't and they run for it. I am really happy with this book. We are up to 8 backers. Love you guys. $315 raised so far. Let's go. Let's keep going. Let's keep pushing this. I think we can make the $5,000 goal. I think a lot of you came out for book 1, and you know book 2 is going to fucking be even better. It's even cooler. I think with book 1 and 2 together, a lot of the problems critics had with book 1 will be resolved in 2, where it's like, oh, okay, we were building up to this, you know? I hope. We'll see. There might be some interesting critiques for 2, things I missed, things I didn't understand at the time. But to me, I mean, it doesn't get better than my books. I edit them to the death. I polish them into perfection. And this is me telling the greatest Black Terror story ever told. Black Terror, a character underutilized, overlooked, blown off, dusty, 1930s, who gives a shit, right? Golden age era, who cares? And yet, my friends, to me, I saw opportunity. I saw potential to make him the coolest character out there. So I turned him into this. He's a dark kind of secret weapon of World War II who clears out trenches, bulletproof skin, super strength, huge bayonet knife type sword things in his hands, just butchering people, just a walking blender, just trashing people in the trenches. As long as he has his terror gas to keep him strong and virile, though. It's kind of a battle popper that he pops the top off of and inhales. Keeps him real powerful. But when World War II's over, you know, a lot of the darkness and bad things he did during it come back to haunt him, and that's what this story is. It takes place in 1975. He's a humble pharmacist taking care of his neighborhood in a new way other than cutting people's heads off. Now he gives them medication. He helps them. He's a kind person. You know, he switched a black coat for a white one, you know. But creepy super Nazis from his past show up, decimate his entire neighborhood, turn it to ash, and now it's him in the trenches of what was his neighborhood, reflecting on his dark past and taking on these evil agents from it, finding out that he might be at fault for creating them himself. So it's a real nasty, real dark, real like, you know, your sins come home to roost story. Real Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. If he does too much of his terror gas, this guy loses his mind and turns into like just another villain. Not even villain. I would say like a mindless destroyer of worlds is what he turns into. We've got some amazing things on this campaign, you guys. Amazing, beautiful art. Great books. We've got digital editions. We also have the Terrorfiles print set, which I have right here. Holy shit, this is going to be cool. All right. This was very special to make. It's like a black dossier thing. It looks like secret files. If your girlfriend or wife find this, they're going to think you worked for the CIA, which is cool, you know. Well, the CIA is not cool, but you know what I mean. It's cool that you look like you were the Bourne Identity and shit. When really you're just a guy that likes good art, because inside of this are beautiful prints. Oh my God, beautiful prints of these characters. These are the character designs that made me realize we had a hit in our hands and we had a special cast going. We made, Monica and I worked on these to make these very special for you guys. But also, on the back of each one, some of the darkest, coolest, creepiest notes. Like it's kind of like finding the secret file on these characters. You're going to find out about their stats. You're going to find out about their powers. You're going to find out about the dark side of them. Really cool stuff. It is the Terrorfiles. You guys can get these with your book. Freaking awesome. I love them. I love the little envelope it comes in. It's so cool. There's nothing cooler than this, I swear. There's nothing cooler than this. It's so badass. And they go back in pretty easily. I myself mess it up because I try putting them all in at once instead of just being a patient, normal human being and just putting them in. But yeah, as you can see, they slide in pretty easily after you get them lined up right. And it stores them for you, but it also looks cool and creepy. And of course, I can't put in the last one because I'm an idiot. Like, they really don't want me to put in this last one for some reason. They really don't. Fuck you. Fuck you, top secret ultra Terrorfile motherfucker. It says read and destroy, but don't really destroy it, okay? Thanks. Please don't. Woo, guys, what are we up to? Are we up to anything? Are we still going? We still going? 8 backers. Let's go. I appreciate you guys. You guys believe in me, and I really appreciate that because I will deliver you the best books out there. I really will. That's just the way I work. I'm not going to do this unless I can deliver the best. I'm not going to do this unless I can make comics better than everyone else. And I kind of do. I really do. I'm not to be like arrogant about it, but I really do make something that's like different than what the mainstream can make, but like better too. It's not just different for the sake of it. Yo, 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 Derek! Number 6 on Indiegogo. Let's go! I appreciate you. That Project Superpowers book with Black Terror was all over the place. I feel like they threw Alexis Ross' name on it and forgot to tell. I felt the same way, Dr. Mask. I did. I remember reading through it because I did do a little Black Terror research that kind of only invigorated my desire to do a Black Terror story, because all the stories were so like, who cares about Black Terror? Oh, there he is. He punched a guy. One of them, he punches a guy and he says, I prescribe pain. And I'm just going. So he's making pharmacy, because he's a pharmacist by trade, which is like not considered cool now, even though if you look up stats, pharmacists are some of the most trusted people in our society. So in a weird way, they would make a good hero. But in a way, like, we don't take them serious because they're usually just women who wear scrubs and walk to a shelf and get us pills, get us our lovely drugs. I was like, well, okay, let's make it the 70s. He's a pharmacist. He's running an apothecary. He's running a medicine shop. That works. That's fine. You know, you could still use it. I tried to stay true to the character while doing something new with him, so that way fans of the character can still appreciate him. In the Project Superpowers book, it really was like there really wasn't much to him, wasn't there? And that's what I hated. I'm like, why is he not have a life? Why is he not Black Terror, not human? Why is he just like guy in costume who punches people? It's almost like they just didn't want to. They didn't know what to do with him, right? They didn't know what to do with him. What's up, Mark the Shark? Good to see you here, buddy. I appreciate you. Thanks for coming in and hanging out. Let's do some live streaming, baby. Let's do some live streaming. Hub. Dr. Mask is cool. I love a lot of the golden and silver age. Yeah, man. They don't get respect. And if you put them in the right story and wrote them correctly, they're some of the coolest around. I mean, why do you think I also included Lady Satan in my story? I mean, Lady Satan is so cool and so like underutilized, you know, and it's almost like they don't know what to do with her either. Well, my friends, I knew what to do with her. I turned her into a fucking gun witch. She's the mystic gone ballistic. All right, let's see where we're at. Terror in the Trenches 2. 8 backers. Appreciate you guys. 315 raised. Let's go. We have a $5,000 goal. And I know you guys can help me make that. It's gonna be able to print the book. Well, first of all, I gotta pay the artists off. We've already made about a little over 1/3 of this book. So I made sure a good chunk of it was done before we did this campaign. So that took a little time and a little money. Now I'm gonna need your guys' help paying off the rest of the campaign on the artist, printing and shipping the book, getting you this book. You will fucking go nuts for it. It is a work of fucking art. The ultimate Dark Avenger story, the ultimate Black Terror story. I'm so excited for this. I don't even know what is cooler than this right now. And I know in a weird way it might be seen as old school to people, guys in black and tights and whatever. Fuck that. This is a World War II hero, superhero, who is like going through some John Carpenter Escape from New York shit. This is some of the coolest stuff around, all right? And I made sure of it. That's just how I operate. So you're going to get something special with this book. I really hope people come out and check it out. Until then, why don't we talk a little bit, take a little break from this for now, and let's talk a little bit about Sam Keith. Yeah. The guy's awesome. He really is, and he really changed comics for the better and influenced a lot of designers over the years. Getting these books was special for me. I was a kid, and I would walk down the big hill to the grocery store with my pocket change, whatever I could gather, and I would get these books. Back then, $1.25. $1.50 Canada. Special. I haven't opened these in a very long time, you guys. But you know what? I think it's about time. I think it's time we pull these out, shake off the dust, take a little look at what Sam Keith used to make for us. Dang. What a book. I must have read this a lot. She got ads on the back. You know what I like about old books? I like the ads, too. Back when ads used to be exciting and interesting. Oh, my God, this art. This guy used to put so many panels on the page, but the storytelling's so solid that doesn't matter. It just makes it cooler and more in depth. That's a lot of art. Of course, he's filling in a lot of black and using shadow to his advantage. That's something that I would say Sam Keith taught me, is overusing black is your friend, I would say. It's not your enemy. It's your friend. And oh my God, look at this art. Are you fucking kidding me? Guys, can you see this? Can you see this? Oh my God in heaven. Wolverine. Look at the texture of the hair. His body hair. The way he creates that with a pen is just magic. There's certain artists in this world, my friends, who are shamans, and they know how to create magic that makes us happy and makes us interested, that makes the world more interesting, makes everyone full of joy. Whether it's music or visual art, these people know how to give us something special. And I think Sam Keith did that. These comics were always, and I got to admit, as a kid, at first I wondered like if I would like these comics, when I saw the cover, because it's unusual. But then it becomes good unusual really quick when you open up the book and you see this fabulous page work. Look at how he still creates beautiful women. Notice how he doesn't use too many lines. At a certain point with a woman's face in comic art and cartooning, every line you add to her face adds like 10 years to her age. So you gotta leave that shit off. Less is more, man. And they start to look like beautiful models. Look at how many panels he scrunches in, and yet it doesn't feel too scrunched. It tells the story in a beautiful way. Amazing panel work. Usually when you do too many panels, things can feel cramped and rushed, and it's hard to see the art. You know what I mean? It's hard to appreciate the art. Sam makes it look effortless. It's not. It's hard to do. It's hard to do that. Wow. I must have read this a million times and studied the art and got really into it. But yeah, we have a different story here. So and then we have a story here which looks like Liefeld at the back here. It looks like a little Liefeld is in our porridge here. Is that what I'm looking at? Oh man, Just Friends Part 1. It looks like, I mean, look at this. Look at this Liefeld magic at the back. Liefeld was the fucking shit back then too, but I also kind of like saw him as the lesser artist out of all the other cool like hip artists, but I still liked him. I still thought he was cool because he just makes things cool. His whole career is like, how do I make things cooler? You know what I mean? How do I make everything look cool and badass? Wolverine, Firestar, Beast, and Speedball. Yeah, man. Jay Lee and Rob Liefeld penciled that one. Holy shit. Jay Lee and Rob Liefeld on one thing. That's fucking nuts. But my favorite is definitely the Sam Keith. I mean, there's the power. It's so interesting how he does things cartoony and exaggerated, and yet he gives it so much weight and power. The arms, the muscles, the textures, the shadows, all of it comes together to create this something different and yet so inviting, so fun to look at, so Marvel Comics. Just fucking amazing. Sam Keith, we miss you. We're going to miss you, and we will always be inspired and influenced by you and your great eye and your great work. Thank you, sir. Rest in peace. This one, I remember this one was special to me, and I wanted to draw this when I got home. I loved this arm and the spikes and the fact that Wolverine's fighting another guy with adamantium power who could slash him up. To me, that's cool as shit. Doesn't get cooler than that. Let's open up this one. Let's see what we got here. Dang. Beautiful cover. A lot of people were posting this one upon his death, this cover. As a kid, it's weird because the way the forms are, it's very rigid and straight line, straight arms, straight body, and yet looks like a great action scene at the same time. It's almost graphic design in motion in a way. And then you open it and you're like, your mind just melts from the detail, the care, the precision, the beautiful cartooning. Look at how his claws are going into the sound effect, like the sound effect is the concrete or whatever it is he's climbing. He's climbing with his claws, which is just badass. Wolverine to me as a character kind of represents being a loner and surviving the worst pain imaginable as a man and just going on anyway. Kind of represents the feral side of man too, our werewolf side, our animal. That's why Wolverine's one of my favorites. Maybe is my favorite. So many panels, and then you get to see Cyber pull off his coat for the first time, and you see those arms with the metal. Holy shit. So fucking cool. The details in this, guys. I mean, these comic pages are all every single one of them is a work of art that's appreciated by people who like good story. And then the fight between them, I mean, Jesus. Let's go. Let's go. I love this shot of him pushing him through the wall there. Woo! Camera's going all over the place. Thanks, cameraman. Fucking amazing. And then you see his claws come out and you hear snicked, and it's like, oh shit. This guy's a lot like Wolvie in ways that make him more advanced than Wolvie, maybe. You know, maybe he's more deadly. And he hurts Wolverine. I remember I got kind of upset that Wolverine bailed and like leaps out of the window, I think. Gets the fuck out of Dodge because he's not doing too well against Cyber. Cyber says someone bled, to be continued. Unbelievable. So freaking good, dude. And then at the back of this, I think we've got Beast again with pencilers Rob Liefeld and Jay Lee penciling a short. Look at how Liefeld used to do stuff, man. He was in there. He was in it to win it. He really was. And look at this. This is great. To me, this is so much more detailed than what he does now and has almost like that little hint of anime. Like, especially with the teeth, when you do a ton of teeth like that. Liefeld loves those teeth. Gives everyone all the teeth. That was popular then, and it was cool, and it was in a lot of more detailed, like, Japanese stuff from what I remember as a kid. And, yeah, I don't know. I think Liefeld was better here than he is now. Now he's looser. A lot of people, when they get older, they get more simple and loose. I appreciate the youth and the rigorous inking and drawing of a young man trying to prove himself to the world over an older man who's like, yeah, everything I draw, I get paid $1 million for. You know what I mean? And it's nothing against him now. He's still great. Like, he's still cool, but we can't all be Sam Keith. We just can't. If you try to draw, I've tried to draw this drawing. I bet I could find my kid version of, this cover somewhere. We can't all be Sam Keith. You try to draw like him, you think you can? You can't. Not like him. He's just that special of an artist. You guys have any Sam Keith stories or Sam Keith, any kind of influence or any books of his? Let's find out. We've got some comments here. Oh, sleeping. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. How are you? Bark at the moon, baby. Let's go. 11 backers. While I was talking about Sam Keith, we got 3 new backers, people. Are you kidding me? Hells to the yeah. Let's look at people falling downstairs in celebration, shall we?
Gerard!
What are you if not a fraud?
Stop it! Adam! Oh my God. Oh my God. Down!
Adam! Oh my God!
Now I feel better. Vaughn, did you ever got a chance to watch the Max show when it was airing? That show was amazing. Yes. So one of the cool things about Sam Keith that I remember in the past was to me, he was like cool and hip when I saw his art, you know, because it was different but like amazing. And the Max comes out, and when it comes out, I'm just sitting there going, damn, like, how much cooler could Sam Keith get? Like, now he has this cool cartoon on MTV. Like, to have it on MTV made it that much more subculture and cool back then. And I watched the hell out of the Max. The Max is an amazing cartoon. It really tries to one-to-one be the comic book. So they gave, whoever gave it that reverence from the studios was great to do that. The Max was, to me, like, I was just like, yeah, dude. I was like, the Max is, I've got issues of that book, but the book also is a cartoon on MTV. Like, what's cooler than that? So, yeah, I remember just thinking back then, there's nothing cooler than the Max. There's nothing cooler than Sam Keith. I mean, he has an awesome cartoon that, like, is not just a cheesy kids cartoon, but a cartoon that adults can enjoy. That, to me, was so cool, especially back then. There wasn't much stuff like that. There wasn't. And I think people really appreciated the Max back then. It was considered pretty hip, pretty cool. For nerdy comics to cross over into like hip pop culture territory like that was rare and special. And it only seemed natural that he made the Max. When you look at this Wolverine art, like him doing the Max is just a natural evolution, I swear. He just followed his gut and his instincts as an artist and made something special with the world. And we got an amazing animation out of it too. Yes. Very special. Very special. Liefeld's work really lived up to the extreme. Yeah. Liefeld back then when he was younger, I mean, just fucking amazing. Just amazing. He just gave it his all, man. I loved it. I was a Grindle fan as a kid, and I remember first seeing Sam's name as an inker to Matt Wagner. Oh, awesome. Yeah. A lot of these artists will maybe start off as inkers. Even the guy who did Hellboy, Mike Mignola, like he started off as an inker for Marvel, and he sucked, and he admits it. Like he said this, not me, you know. He said he sucked, and he almost got fired. But then he ended up doing, I think, some better work and kind of staying on. Then he ends up, you know, working for DC, doing Batman, and then people are like, wow, you have this gothic cool style. What are you going to do with it? And then he does Hellboy. The rest is history, right? So yeah, that's cool. That's cool seeing that Sam did Grindle. Grindle's a fucking amazing, beloved comic that, I don't know, I think might still have some fans to this day, right? I mean, it's awesome. Hey, brah, hope you're doing well. Cool to catch stream. Thanks, Raphael. I appreciate you. Thanks for tuning in, man. What are we at? We had 11 backers, baby. All right. 12 backers. Woo! You guys, I swear, you make me so happy. And you avoid the gay books, right? I avoid the gay books. You avoid the gay books. We buy the good books. We buy the real books. Oh, someone didn't like that flag. Somebody thought AIDS was on that flag. Somebody did. I don't blame them. I mean, that flag doesn't really represent anything except people saying that they're better and more interesting than you when they're not. You know what I mean? They don't need a flag. They're not some marching army of buttfuckery. It's just that flag exists only to divide people up, not bring them together. That's the irony of it. That's what's ironic, man. They gave everyone a flag and they want you to march under it so you won't hang with your own fellow Americans. You won't be like cool with your fellow people. You're part of a tribe now. Tribalism sucks. Tribalism kills the fun. I never realized how dangerous stairs really are. I know, especially on Dynasty, that show Dynasty. They just use the same stairs over and over again, man. They didn't give a shit. They didn't care. They liked it. They liked it. They loved it. They liked it. They loved it. All right, guys. I'm really happy that I got the launch on Indiegogo. I'm really happy that you guys are here. What else has been going on? I mean, Chuck, we lost Chuck. We lost Sam. Oh, breaks my heart. But all we can do is continue to make great comics in their name and honor these great men and what they accomplished and how they inspired us. For me, Chuck Norris was always a badass by default. Badass mustache karate man from the 80s. You can't go wrong. I had a lot of his toys. I had some. I don't know if I had the comics, though. I don't think so. But to me, he was just the ultimate badass. But I was more of like a Schwarzenegger, Terminator, Rambo, Stallone kind of fella too, you know. But as a kid, you would rent like Missing in Action and these other cool movies of his, and I'm gonna have to give them all a rewatch. Really, I'm not kidding. I'm gonna go back and do like a Chuck Norris festival in my own house. I'm gonna put on my kicking jeans, my kicking boots, and I'm gonna watch some of that badassery from that guy. He was so much more than a film, though. He wasn't just another action star. No, he was an inspiration. He got a lot of people into karate and self-discipline and martial arts and changed the world, man. What a badass. We will miss the testosterone you placed upon this planet, sir. 13 backers, $500 raised. I appreciate you guys. We got to get there. We got to get to that $5,000 goal, people. It'll really help me out. It'll help me get you this book. I really know, in a way, I understand that I'm starting over in a lot of ways, and I'm really cool with it because that's just life. Like, every day somebody has to start over again. And as an artist, if you want to do what you love, sometimes you got to start over again and grind and show people that you do have something good to offer. And I'm doing that with this. I'm doing that with my other offerings this year. We've got Psycho Killers. We've got, which is coming this year. Oh, my God, the book, guys. Oh, my God, that book. Whoo! That book is sexy. It's violent. It's got great characters, great story. We're going to watch the trailer for that in a moment. And then we've got Rerun Man, which I think I'd like to put out this year. I don't know. I might be too exhausted after doing Trenches. I'm just a one-man show. Help me out. Oh, Chuck Norris was always a must-watch for me as a kid. I always remember Invasion USA. Hell yeah. You'd see him on TV, right? And you would stop every time, right? When you're flipping the old Flipperoo channel thing. I had one of those big metal ones that was like clink, clink. Had like that sound, that feel. Kind of miss it in a weird way. But I bet if I had one of those TVs again, I wouldn't like it. I'm too spoiled by tech. Tech is spoiling us, but it's also taking us over. And I don't like that. To be spoiled by it is one thing. That's not good. But to have it take us over and have all of our faces and our information, it's gotten a little creepy. It's gotten a little too creepy. They're like, need your ID, front and back, need your social security. That's how scams work usually. And then you always get an email, right? That's like, sorry, we leaked your shit. Our shit got leaked. And you have to start over again. You have to change all your passwords. I had to do that recently. Creepy, dude. Creepy, creepy, creepy. Be cool. Be cool. Don't fucking take us over with tech just to control us and own us. Like, come on, we're people. We're not commodities. We're human beings. But guys, we're at what, 14 backers? Hells to the yeah. I appreciate you. $530 raised. Let's go, let's go, let's go. You know, people could fall downstairs on this show, but you know what? There's other treachery that can take place. Like, sorry, Brad Pitt. I love you, but I like watching the CGI version of you get hit by cars over and over again. It's funny as shit. That movie is like one of those movies that, I don't know if it still does this, but women used to bring that movie up all the time. Like, what's it called? Meet Joe Black or Meet Brad Pitt or some shit. And then at the very end of the movie, he just gets trashed by a car, and it's just funny as shit. The art and vibe of the first book really reminded me of Michael T. Gerbert's Mr. Monster. Fun, horror, scary monsters feel. Ooh. Yes, my friends. The first book in Terror in the Trenches. So here's how I wrote Terror in the Trenches. I don't write like this so much now. I'm different now. But when I just finished Monster MD, and I just sat down and wrote this as one big 208 or 210 page, something like that, masterpiece. Like, just, I wrote the story to be the story and didn't worry about chapter breaks. I didn't worry about book breaks at all. I just wrote this monster, and I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this? And then I talked to Monica. I was like, I really think we can make Black Terror cool and special, and it would be an uphill battle. But I mean, just look at the art. Look at this book. Wow. Yeah. Hell yeah. It's fucking amazing. Bam. Oh yeah. Great characters, great story, great everything. I'm really proud of it. The action, the power, the great lines. Oh my God, this is a little masterpiece in the making, guys. So after I wrote the 208-page version, I was like, I guess I got to split it up into 3 books, 3 chunky 70 to 80-page books, and put them out for people. And that's why we're on part 2 now. If we can do well on part 2, I'll get part 3 out faster. I'll have Monica do 3, and we'll just get it out really quick for you guys and finish this story. Excellent book, excellent story. You have to check it out. You can get this first book with your order of Terror in the Trenches 2. So please do. 15 backers, let's go. Appreciate you guys. You keep making me have to play cool shit.
She's hard and soul. She's hard and cold. She's got it all. Hot and loving every night.
Raptors showing up at our rock concerts. What do? We party with them. We raptor the night away, people. That's what we do. Oh my God, I'm so happy. 15 backers already. Let's go. Let's keep this going. Let's keep this. 16 backers. What are you doing to me? You're supporting me, and I love you for it. Thank you guys so much. Let's go. Let's go. The Omen. Have you guys seen The Omen? I think that's like The Omen Part 2. When that guy gets his head knocked off. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, please, so I can know. Le truth. The truth. Oh, that's amazing. 16 backers. Let's go. You guys are so awesome. I appreciate you so much. You support good comics, and that makes you cool. That makes us cool. We good. We good. I remember when I made this too, it was with a little bit of rage in my heart because I was mad at how they treated Black Terror. Like, he could have been one of the coolest things in comics. But then there was this excited feeling because it's like, well, it's up to me to do it. It's up to me to make him so cool that nobody can deny it. You can't deny the coolness. My hair's so messed up, but I kind of love it. I kind of like it being messy. I mean, I'm an artist. I'm allowed to have hair that looks like it exploded in a tragic accident. As you can see, red foil on this. I would like to raise enough money to do the red foil again, but if we can't, we can't. I don't know. I don't know, guys. All I know is I'm starting over in a lot of ways, trying to make this stuff the coolest stuff ever. You can get your Terror files on this campaign. These are amazing. These are works of art. You could frame them, put them on your wall, or just keep them as a collector's item. And you could also get a really big-ass, beautiful poster. When I say big-ass, I mean this thing has to unfold. And it is juicy. It will fill your wall with badassery. And this is a Kelsey Shannon Lady Satan. Lady Satan is our gun witch. See these little Derrigen heels? Those little gun heels are so cool. The guns float around her, man, and they blast. She is a walking witchy arsenal. She is everything cool in the world. And then Monica and I worked to do an homage to a classic Marvel cover, the Scorpio Connection. Look at that. Black Terror and Lady Satan instead of Wolverine and Nick Fury. Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. Pretty awesome to have two sides. If you get single one, you've got the other. I think that's pretty fun. I feel like these would look good in a comic book shop. Yeah? These would look real badass in a comic book shop. I'd look twice. That's how I design everything. I'm like, would I look twice at that? Would I want to pick that up? Fuck yeah, I would. I don't know if there's anything cooler than a Black Terror book whenever I'm done with it, though. I'm so proud of that I can do that I can make something no one cares about. There's something cool, something interesting, something real, too. He needed a humanity. You know what I mean? He was missing his humanity. They didn't make him a human. 17 backers. Woo! You guys, I swear, every time I look away, someone's like, I'm backing. Now I'll back it. Now I'll be backing it. What do I need to play? Maybe a little celebratory dances from the 80s? chick going. It's all in the shoulders for her. That's how she dances. Some girls, a lot of goth girls dance with their hands. They're like, how are you supposed to dance with them? They look like they're fondling you if you try to dance with them because they just do hands. Goth girls every time, man. Every time. I used to date you girls. Now, no more. You've been too overrated by the internet. I still love you, though. You freaky goth bitches. I still love you. How could I not? Guys, I'm wearing my Black Terror shirt. Can I show this? Ah! It keeps trying to follow my face around. But I'm wearing my glow-in-the-dark Black Terror shirt. I was going to do shirts for this new one, but I didn't. I felt like there might not be enough sales of them to justify them. So what I did was I did something very cool. I put my shirt designs that I've been doing, and I do a bunch of them. I compulsively do t-shirt designs. I'm an artist. I just make cool shit. But basically, I put them on Spring and Redbubble. So if you guys wanted to, you can check this shit out. You can see, let's see. Let's see what we got. Share screen. All right. I put on Redbubble all the shirts, all the shirt designs you could possibly want, including Terror in the Trenches designs. I don't know why this one says it's $99. I did not display mature content. Okay, there's nothing mature about this. Oh, is it $99 because it comes in a frame? Oh, okay. I didn't set that price, guys. I did not do that. I guess they want to make up some big bank off their hardcores that want a frame. There are awesome Terror in the Trenches shirts here. Models just look like some guy on the bus now. Great. To mend and to maim. Hell yeah. I drew this one. I did this one. I'm okay at art. I'm all right. I'm a pretty good artist, I think. I earned it. I used to not even call myself an artist. I used to call myself a whore. A he-whore. But I made enough art over the years where I finally was like, you know what? I'm pretty good at this shit. And I think I've got some real good art to share with the world. This was the one I was thinking about doing for the campaign, but you could just get it here. Terror Motors. It's a Black Terror logo. It's got his motorcycle on it. It says gas me up. It's awesome. It's freaking awesome. If you guys are interested in something like that. But we also have Spring, Redbubble and Spring. You can go to our website, www.risingandcomics.com, and you can get these shirts. Pretty fucking awesome. That was The Omen 2. Yeah, okay. What's this? Dan Burrington did a good job for early in his career, but the rest was meh until Terror started his redemption arc. You know, that's interesting. I don't know about a redemption arc thing for him, but I do own the Dan Burrington one, and it is cool looking. The art is really cool. The story, I couldn't really remember much from it. It's done by that guy who ended up doing what? Winona Earp, that TV show, Winona Earp. He ended up becoming kind of big, not in comics, but in like television and movies or something. But he wrote that comic and ended up going on to TV to do cool things. So let's go. 17 backers. Oh, I love you guys. $615 raised. Yeah, I have the Dan Burrington one. I do. I collected that for sure. I wanted to. This was when I was looking into Black Terror too, and I didn't just collect it because I liked it. I love Dan Burrington. I freaking had to know if this story was good, and it was okay. It was kind of more film noir, a little more film noir. Hey, Vaughn, I'm on my 15-minute break at work, and I'm spending it with you in the chat to celebrate Volume 2 of the great Terror in the Trenches. Mike Wood, you rule. I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging with us. You rule. Appreciate you, man. You're just awesome. Thanks for all the support. Oh, man, we're doing it. We're doing Indiegogo. You can get the total Terror package, guys, for $100, and it comes with all the books, the poster, and the lovely print set and the digital edition. And I throw in some little extra bonus things like a sticker fun stuff like that. So, and the price is really low if you pay the $100, because it would cost well over $100 for all of those things normally. I kind of took some money off. Just wanted a nice round number for people who really want to support and get us up there. So appreciate you guys for tuning in and giving our comic that support. You know, you're helping me pay these artists, to keep these artists fed, to keep them working, to keep artists working in an era where a lot of artists get passed over or don't get work because they're too good and cost too much or whatever you. I'm going to hire the best artists in the world to make the best comics in the world, and I'm willing to spend the money. I ain't going no cheapo route, man. We're paying these people. We're paying them the best we can. So I appreciate you guys' support, because that helps me to do that. I get to pay Monica Macagni of Italy. Monica's really interesting because Italian artist, reclusive like me, doesn't do much on social media, which is great. I'd rather not have I don't want to have an artist that's all over social media being political or weird or anything. Monica never does that. And same thing with Tiago. Like, he's chill. He's more of he does music. He's like a badass outside of doing colors. These are cool, interesting people. They're cool artists. They're doing special things in the world, and I'm really lucky to work with them. So really proud of it. Of course, our book would not be the same unless it was lettered by the great Eric Weathers. I hope I could have Eric on the stream sometime. We could hang, do some stuff. That would be really fun. Great guy, great friend, great artist himself. His book is so good, dude. Freaking Battle Brick Road, so freaking cool. Really fun book. Oh, man. Book 2 is fucking epic. Just excellent. So, yeah, pretty proud of Eric and all he's accomplished, too. And that we've gotten to grow together as artists and work on books together has been really fun, really special. Let's share something else. Let's share a little something else. And what else have we got? Rise Again Comics, guys. Here you can go. You can get all the books. I'd prefer you get Terror of the Churches off our campaign, though, because, it's pretty awesome. A lot of people started buying the digital version of book 1 before my campaign launched because they wanted to get caught up, be ready, and see if they liked it, maybe give it a little test. So I appreciate that. We got great books. We got the T-shirt shop. We've got our mailing list. Sign up for that. Everyone like and subscribe, too, to just help my channel out. I've just started doing live streams for the first time, and could really use the support and help of you guys to build this into something real, because what I'm doing in comics, it's not like what a lot of other people are doing. A lot of people are just YouTuber types or people who don't know what they're doing, and I'm not saying that to be a dick to anyone, but they just don't. And they use YouTube and social media to gain that audience and then sell you something, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. But with me, as someone who makes that great art, that puts so much of himself into that next level thing, like, I really, really want that support too. Like, I feel like I deserve it. I feel like these books are worth it. These art teams I put together are worth it. We're making that different but yet familiar, cool thing in comics that'll make you happy. And for me, it's about entertaining the hell out of as many people as possible. So please, by all means, share the links. Tell people about it. Hype it the fuck up. Let's have fun helping good art shine. Because unlike a lot of these people, I actually know what I'm doing. Yes, believe it or fucking not. I actually know what I'm doing. I know how to make a story that entertains. I know how to write something that I know is good. What I do is I stay away from my work for a while, then I go back and read it, and I'm like, this is good! That is always the most exciting feeling. Like, wow, I actually wrote this? Who wrote this, man? Who wrote this shit? Oh, me? Oh, damn, that's actually pretty fucking good. I've always been good at comics, guys. I think since I first made them at age 8 because I was inspired by Ninja Turtles, I think those comics were better than most 8-year-olds could do. Like, they were something there in the air for me when it comes to comics. There's just a special connection between me and comic book storytelling, and it's always been there, and I've always been making them since I was a kid, and that's why my books are so good now, that I came out of nowhere, as some of the comic pros have said. Vaughn came out of nowhere and just fucking made amazing shit. That's what I do. That is what I do. I make amazing shit, and I appreciate sharing it with the world. You guys helping me to do that, because at the end of the day, a lot of people, I mean, they don't even know what they're doing. They don't even know story. They don't know comics. They don't know anything, but they know how to get on YouTube and blather and do little social media connections. Okay, sure. That helps. It's nice, but are you really entertaining people in the end of the day? Are you making their comic book shelf that much cooler? Are you a giver or a taker? I say give. Baby, I say give. Give. I want to entertain the hell out of you. I want to have fun. I want to watch TV shows like...
Regularly scheduled programming will not be seen at this time, so that we may bring you Stoned.
Stoned. Maybe I should smoke a little bit. Relax. What do you guys think? And that might actually be kind of fun to do. What do you guys think? This is our awesome website, by the way. Again, you can click to read here, and you could read little samples of each book. We've got a little free preview of Terror in the Trenches here. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's on the inside of the cover, because I'm awesome, and I actually print on the inside of the covers. A lot of people just do a white blank cover to save money. I don't like that. I like to make my books works of art. So you get those little extras. This is Welcome to Fear City. This is an actual pamphlet handed out by the New York City Police in 1975 to warn people, tourists, what have you, or just people in general, that their city is a city of fucking fear, and you better watch the fuck out because you're going to get got. So the pamphlet helped people to be cautious and hopefully lower crime or whatever, because crime was so crazy back then. Crime was like serial killer creating back then. The serial killers were popping out of New York, left and fucking right, horribly like killing people, getting away with it. It was a creepy time in American history. New York was becoming like a dystopian nightmare. And I thought this was so perfect for the opening of my book to kind of set the tone, because it says Welcome to Fear City. And of course, Black Terror is about fear in my book. If you get too close to Black Terror, you see him as what you fear the most. He puts off that fear toxin. This was perfect. This is real history making it into my book, guys, which I think is cool as shit. Then we got our awesome title page. I noticed other people in comics are doing title pages like this now, where they have an item with some lines pointing to different sections of it. I did it first. You're welcome. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sure people have already done this before. Oh, hell yeah. Black Terror, World War II. He's all painted all up like a nice hero on the side of the plane, but what steps out of the plane? Not a nice hero. Not a nice hero at all. I had to Photoshop this creepy girl with a skull face on it. I photoshopped a lot. I do a lot of editing to my own books. Of course, I do it with permission of all my artists first. I ask them, could I change this? Could I add this? Could I do a little edit? And they always go, yes, because they're fucking awesome. Black Terror drops in through an airplane, lands like a bomb, because he is a fucking warhead. He is a weapon of war. All right? He pops his terror gas, gets all hopped up, and then the guy sees Black Terror as this huge flaming skull. He cuts the guy's head off and then just starts getting blown away by the tank and all the bullets. He blocks the bullets within the tank blast with his blades and then heads in to just absolutely demolish these guys. Awesome intro. Black Terror is unstoppable. He's a force of nature, super nature, and he's almost a bad guy as much as he is a good guy. You know what I mean? Then 30 years later, in 1975, here we are. He's running Annie's pharmacy. Annie was his wife, who is unfortunately passed. She's dead. He runs it on his own and keeps her memory alive through that. He's a real guy. He's a hero in his own way now, you know? He protects his neighborhood in his own little way, keeps everyone medicated, keeps everyone safe. Here he is fixing the leg of his old World War II buddy. He's a good guy, right? And then she walks in, which is the way stories go way too often. And then she walks in, Detonetta, and she's here to absolutely ruin his world. Here she is, covered in bombs, dynamite, for the Schwarzreich, Sieg Heil, for the Black Reich, Sieg Heil. And then she detonates herself. He grabs him, and we don't see if they make it out. That's kind of how I wanted that kind of cliffhangery. Do they make it out from this crazy explosion? How would they do that? You know, it looks like they're going to get got. Then we flash back to World War II again. And of course, we got this gorgeous, amazing splash page by Monica. Look at the carnage. Just fucking unbelievable. I love Black Terror so much. He's just fucking up dudes, turning into horrific skulls. Here he turns into a giant clay golem, which scares the shit out of him. Golems are a Jewish monster, by the way, so scaring the hell out of Nazis with it kind of made sense. And he goes in to this trench, this little hideaway, this little foxhole, and finds all these guys surrendering to him. But he also finds out that they've been cutting people up and enjoying it. He gasses up, goes nuts, cuts them up, turns into this horror show, cuts them up, and loses his mind essentially. But now we flash back to 70, or flash forward to 75. He's used his secret tunnels that we established at the beginning of the book to get away. He barely survives, but his friend is dying. You did not get out unscathed, you know. This is real bad news. His friend dies. He goes back to the terror chamber, or the terror dome as we call it. His wife calls it the gas chamber. And he basically decides he's going to become Black Terror again and get out there and fuck shit up. We have this really cool moment with his wife where he remembers her grave. We're going to see this grave, guys, in part 2. It's huge. It's a huge part of part 2. This is not just for like one panel type thing. This grave is plot fucking heavy. It is in part 2. It is bait for Black Terror. It is trapped. It is badass. You guys are going to love it. So yeah, there's real humanity happening with Terror here. He's got his wife that he loved. She's passed. He lost her. It has a big impact on him. And he knows she doesn't want him to do this again, but he's going to do it. He's going to go against it. He's going to be the Terror he was meant to be. He gasses up at his throne. Badass. Let's go. 3 comments. And he was struck by a smooth criminal. Dun 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 dun. Ow! To be honest, New York is still a creepy place. No shit. It went. Well, no. Here's what happened, Mark the Shark. Is New York got cleaned up by Giuliani in the 80s and became a magical like paradise again for like a moment. And then some years passed, and then Democrats took over and turned it into a fucking hellhole. They don't even fucking put their garbage in alleys there. Their garbage is just all over the street. And it's just fucking sad. The crime and the filth of what used to be our greatest city. Yeah. So, too bad it's a hellhole again. I don't know if it's as bad as it was in the 70s, but it ain't great. I know that. Another splash. I follow up a splash with a splash with a splash. You know what I mean? I don't care. I'll do it if I think it hits. We cut back to Black Terror. And I think the splashes were a good way to indicate like we've jumped time. Like when you see him here, we know we're in the 70s at the throne. And then we jump time. We see the Nazi soldiers. Okay, he's back in the trenches of World War II. He's lost his mind. He's killing all the Nazis. Boom. And then that's just at the back of the book. That's just a little cool thing. So that's our little sample. That is Terror in the Trenches 1. What a cool book. What a badass story. I'm really proud of it. I think our team's doing something special here. I really hope we can get the money for this book or else I can't finish it. Oh, 19 backers. Hell yeah. I appreciate you guys. That's really awesome. We're getting up there now. We are getting up there. What else can we add? Let's share screen. $665 raised so far, guys. 19 backers. I can't thank you enough. So kind. So helpful. This is going to help me to make my art, and I can't thank you enough because without you, I can't make my art, and then I just sit around twiddling my thumbs, dreaming. You just dream. You know what I mean? You dream of making good art. Oh, the Japanese know how to make fun stuff, don't they? I think so. I do too. You should help me out. In fact, that's something I'm a little bitter about. Maybe just like a hint. I don't let bitterness take over my life ever. I always just move on. But I'm a little bitter that Japan is the cool kid with the manga. That's just the coolest. See, I already loved manga and anime from as a kid in the 80s. And it was the coolest but it was the coolest because it had the most detailed animation and it had violence and adult themes. And I wanted that out of my porridge back then as a kid To me, the coolest thing was the most adult, violent thing. I wanted to watch Terminator. I wanted to watch Predator. I wanted to watch RoboCop. I wanted to watch Total Recall. I wanted to watch all the cool shit that was violent and crazy and over the top. To me, that was where the coolness is. And even though blood can scare people in a movie, it's just fake. So it's art. It becomes beautiful in a weird way. But not everyone can appreciate it for that. That's cool. I get it. But to me, that's how my books come out. They're works of human art, but with a lot of blood, a lot of action, a lot of coolness. Now, manga now has become so girly. I mean, it's been that way. It's part of their market, right? And that's why it sells well, because they actually make things for girls. Here in America, we don't really do that. We just don't. When we try to, it doesn't sell well. Superhero girl stories sell lesser than the boy stories. Facts, bro, facts. I don't make up the rules. I just live here. Oh, I got something else I'd like to talk to you guys about. A little controversial, actually. A little controversial. AI. Now, when AI first presented itself as like, hey, I'm a thing, I was like, wow, what a bunch of soulless shit. Like, it doesn't even look like a person even slightly made this. And it was like a couple years back. But like I knew would happen, AI improved. AI got better at what it's meant to do, which is to help us create things better and faster for cheaper. Every time you can create something faster and fucking cheaper, you're gonna create the next cool thing that people use. You just are. There's no way to stop it. There's no way to deny it. The Pandora's box is open. AI is being used by your banks. AI is being used by your government. AI is being used by your tax collector. But AI is being used by the people making ads that you see. AI is being used by a lot of YouTubers. AI is being used in ways you don't even think about, dude. Every day, all fucking day. It's already changed the world. It's changing further. There's going to be a whole generation of young kids born just into AI being a tool they use at school. What does it do? Well, it can help you achieve your vision faster and better and cheaper than if you were to hire people. I'm going to show you guys examples. Now, what I did was this. I did some tests, all right? And the tests could not just be me just doing AI and typing prompts. Fuck that. That's not what you should use it for. What you should do, even if you're not that good at drawing. Oh, shit, 20 backers. 20 backers, $765 raised. Let's go. Let's go. I appreciate you guys. Let's party. Let's party hard. They're so serious.
Distressed Denim by Jordache.
Did you say DoorDash? No, I said Jordache. I wanted DoorDash to deliver me some Jordache. You understand? That's how we partied in the 80s, guys. We would just hang out in our denim by the beach. Yeah, right. That looks uncomfortable. That looks so uncomfortable. That is not good beach attire. But I guess it might help keep the sand out of you, crack. That denim covering might help, right? I don't know. Oh, let's hope so. But like I said, so AI is a tool. Now, what I'm going to bring up are some images that I drew by hand. All of these were drawn and designed by me, which means they came out of my heart and soul and my mind, my imagination. All right, my friends? They came out of my creativity. But then I took that basic bitch sketch or whatever it was I did, and I put it through AI as a test. All right. So let's bring this up, and I want to show you guys what I achieved with it, and let's talk about it. Let's figure this out. Where is AI at now? Okay. So as you can see, can you see? Can you see it? This, my friends, this is what I was able to do with AI with my ideas and compositions that I came up with. Now, as you can see on the left, this is a quickly done, like this is me drawing as fast as possible, shitty sketch of a cover. The idea was because I had this composition in my mind. So it was more about the big broad strokes and the composition of it. So I created this really fast. And then you know what I did with it? I just put it in a folder and walked away because I knew I didn't want to spend time at the moment drawing the real thing, like the real detailed version of it, the actual version. Instead, I just stored this composition for a rainy day, right? It's an idea I have for a comic called Fang Gang, and it's very inspired by Monster Squad and the character Rudy, who's kind of the punk kid with the motorcycle jacket and the bow and arrow and the stakes on his back, just pure badassery. And I wanted to write a story that was kind of about the son of Rudy kind of taking the mantle and becoming a monster hunter himself. But I came up with this cover idea, right? And look at what I was able to do with it. Look at this. The composition, I think, is solid, and I know it's solid because I put it through AI, and you can see the result. Now, when I put it through AI, I didn't just say, hey, AI, like, make this look cool. I had to do tons of prompts so that he looks sweaty, he looks grimy, he looks a little beat up, his shirt is beat up, his jacket is distressed and fucked up. Nothing is perfect in this picture. His hair is kind of funky and messed up and punky. But notice how the AI perfectly follows my composition. In fact, it makes my composition better and added like a few little zipper pockets that he needed. It added some things, but overall it follows my composition exactly. I mean, you've got the blue jeans here, you've got the glove here, you've got the switchblade I designed that has a crucifix built into it so he can hold it up and freak off vampires. He's got like and then you could stab him or cut him real quick with the blade part. It's pure silver, baby. It's gonna cut right through him like butter. Fucking vampires that get what they deserve. And he's got his bow and arrow. And look at this shitty Photoshop job I did on the bow and arrow. Look how fast I drew it. That's shitty. And yet, with the AI version, comes out just fine. Looks great. Looks perfect even. So you don't have to be the best artist in the world anymore. You could be a guy with a vision, but you can't quite get it out. Right? You can't quite draw it, but you can draw the basics and look at what AI can do with that. Then I did a little prompt because I got creative because I'm smart. And I said, in the sunglasses, I want a reflection of the sun going down and then a silhouette of a graveyard. And then it just did it. Just did it. I didn't have to draw shit. Just did it. And it looks fucking great because it adds that storytelling where we look at this cool picture of this vampire hunter guy, this kid, and we're like, oh, this is kind of cool. But then when we see the sun going down, we like know it's hunting time, right? Like, that's fucking cool. That's fucking appropriate. I like it. I dig this. So yeah, I was able to take my shitty comic book cover concept, and instead of doing what I normally have had to do for like 20 years now, I was able to make it into something cool on my own with AI. Now check this out. The old way of doing this would be I draw this concept, quick concept cover, and I store it on my computer, and I end up going out and trying to find artists. I got to find someone who can draw it, ink it. I got to find someone who can color it. I got to find someone who can follow and who will actually follow my composition and make this thing on the right. Doing that takes tons of time. You have to email people, then you have to wait. Some of them get back to you, some of them don't. You have to find the right artist, which is hard to find. He has to have the right price for your budget. He might be too expensive. If I was going to make a cover this good and hire the artist to make this exact fucking cover, I feel like this would cost me thousands of dollars, guys. Instead, it cost me $0 fucking dollars. It took about like 10 seconds to make. Well, I did have to go through some prompts, so it probably took a few minutes to make this, actually, because I had to do prompts to get it right. There were a lot of versions of this that were not right, that I threw out, right? Notice how I even did the pink background, and it does the pink background too, and it's real hip. It's real great. To me, I would look twice at this cover in the comic book shop. I would look twice. I would go, what is that? What is that? I need to look this up. See what I'm saying? Okay. So imagine how much time and energy and money, dude, waiting on emails for people to get back to you, and then you have to wait for the artist to do it, and he might have a schedule, so he won't do it for months. It might take a year or two to get this done by other artists, right? But no, Like I just did it in AI and it looks probably better. And it was fucking cheap. I didn't have to spend $5,000 or whatever. Like that is special. That is power. That is power to an artist. If you were just a regular guy and want to show a concept for your character design, for a cover idea you have, you now have the power through AI to show this to an artist and go, I want this. I want it to look like this. Okay? I'm not using these covers for anything. I'm not using this cover. I'm not making AI art and putting it out as a cover at the moment or anything like that. But you could show it to an artist and you could say, this is what I want. But I hate to say it, like this cover's already so fucking cool, I kind of wouldn't want to hire an artist. Damn, that looks scary, bro. I'm an artist myself, but I'm fearful of the future. Don't worry, man. Don't worry about the future. When you're living in the future, you're anxious. When you're living in the past, you're depressed. When you're living in the now, you're just breathing and being you and having a good life. You're living in a peace when you live in the now. Don't worry about the future. People were worried about the future when Photoshop coloring took over comic books. I wasn't. I was a younger guy, and I was like, this is badass, and it's going to be the standard. We're going to move on from the hand-painted shit. Not that I have anything against the hand-painted stuff, because I think that's beautiful in a work of art, too. That stuff's art. It's beautiful. I love it. And if you want to do hand-painted today, by all means, or hand do your letters, don't do digital letters, by all means. Do it your way. But, like, don't diss on people who want to do it a faster, more efficient way with digital. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's just more efficient. Sometimes it's just that much cheaper and better. Cheaper and better and faster always wins, guys. That's how life is. That's how fast food got invented and became a thing. That's how Photoshop coloring took over comics. And I remember when it did, I remember still holding the comic at this vintage stock store that I would go to buy my comics. There's a few of those around the Midwest. I don't know if they're everywhere in America, but they're around. Vintage stock had a cool comic section back then. That's where I got She #1 from Billy Tucci. Hells yeah. But I remember holding the comic and going, wow, this digital stuff looks beautiful. The gradient of it and the depth it creates and the textures. And I was just like, that's going to be the new standard, man. That's just it. Comic book coloring's changed forever. And people were probably fearful of it. Now people don't even talk about it, or no one's fearful of it. No one cares. Guys, I drew the cover on the left. I worked hard on it. I'm a sloppy artist, but I'm cool. I do cool things. I totally fucked up and didn't finish the hand here with the handle going into it. I should have just drawn the black handle going into that hand, but I didn't because I'm an idiot. But the AI copied it exactly and messed up the hand too on this side. But look at how the AI colored it for me. I can't do colors like this, guys. I'm not that good at Photoshop. I could stop and take my time and spend a few years learning, how to do this, or I don't know if it'd take years, but at least 6 months or so. Like doing it, I'd have to do it every day, and I'd have to practice painting and practice shading, and this one wrinkle in the pants. Or I could just draw it by hand and hand it to AI. I handed this to Grok on Twitter, and I said, "Would you color this for me and make it look pretty? Make it look awesome." And it did, and it looks fucking awesome. Except for my fuck up where I didn't put the handle of the knife in there. That's my bad, guys. I got too into it and I totally forgot the basics. That happens sometimes in art. We're all human. We all make mistakes. But this came out really cool. And I'm really proud of it. And the AI coloring on it's incredible. It does it in a few seconds. I don't have to hire a colorist now. And I do love hiring colorists, don't get me wrong. All my books, no AI. I work with artists. I love doing that. I prefer it that way. But when it comes to concepts and ideas, the AI makes your stuff that much better. So when you do show it to an artist, they get it immediately. You show it to a colorist, they get what colors you want. They get the type of look you're going for. This was a creepy alien guy that I had colored by Grok. I hand drew this guy. He is a space locust who comes to your planet and eats a lot of stuff, eats your food, eats everything, and then powers up and then leaves your planet with that energy to go to another planet and eat there. He's dining out for life. He's outside dining for life. They're very powerful. They're very deadly. And that's for another story I have called Scare Drones. Okay, look at this. So this one wasn't drawn by me, but it was kind of partially designed by me and another cool artist, really cool guy. You guys should check him out on Twitter. He's really badass. He and I worked on this comic book idea together, and he and I worked on character designs together. So he drew this. He threw in this sniper rifle that I think is from a popular anime. So we're probably going to have to change that. But I had Grok color it, and look at how beautiful she looks. She looks great. This looks to me like a professional finished character design now. It added a few weird dots to her that I might take out, but I mean, you get it, right? This is a great design now. Same thing. This is from a book called Warlike that I want to do. That's a funny, action-driven parody book about war and violence and humanity. Basically, we're not warlike enough for this purple alien guy, so he's going to set our planet for destruction because humans did not evolve the way his species who planted us here wanted us to. We're not warlike enough. We're pretty nasty, but we're not nasty enough. So he's going to set us for extinction. And so he meets this human boy who's going to convince him to not extinct us and learn to be kind of more of a man and stand up for himself and fight his battles a little better. As you can see, this is very Dragon Ball Z inspired. I wanted it that way because I'm kind of poking fun at the badass powerhouse characters of Dragon Ball Z in some ways, but I'm also appreciating them and respecting them. This is an alien named Krator. They build human armies across galaxies and hope that we'll be warlike. We're supposed to be. But once we become more peaceful and everything's nice and we eat frozen yogurt and we play tennis, like this guy shows up and evaluates us, and if he's a scout for his people, and if we're not good enough, he'll designate us for extinction right away. Okay, my friends, this was a special one. This is a Jackknife Rabbit again. This is a character design I drew. I kind of did it a little bit fast. Yes, I didn't even do all the folds in the pants. I did him real quick. But he's cool. He's a cool design. I really like him. I like how he came out. Jackknife Rabbit is a character I made up when I was 8 years old after looking at Ninja Turtles, if you couldn't tell. And Jackknife Rabbit is a getaway driver / knife expert, knife throwing expert. He used to throw knives in the circus, but he's just a badass with a blade. And very fast, very aggressive, very deadly. And I designed him again and gave him a new jacket, gave him some more style, gave him some driving gloves, all this cool shit. And I ended up putting him through Grok, and I said, don't just color him like a normal character design. Like, let's do a painting here. Let's make this beautiful. And look what it did. I mean, this looks great. This is ready to be handed off to an artist that you can say, hey, I want this. Hey, I want something like this. Of course, if I were to hire an artist that paints a comic book like this, it would cost me so many thousands of fucking dollars. You'd never hear from me again. I'd just be working it off for the rest of my life. But it is cool. It is cool. It made my work that much better. Here's a shitty mech that doesn't have it. The colors are not what they're supposed to be. I just put this together in Photoshop out of all these different parts of robots and built my own as kind of an amalgamation, if you will, a collage of robotic insanity. And I designed this crazy robot with a sword built into his shoulder that he could pull out to slay battleships. But look at how I then put in some prompts to change the colors to what I wanted them to be. And look at how cool the finished AI version is. It's ready to go. This is ready to show to somebody. Now I don't have to spend thousands of dollars. I could just have character designs that are awesome and hand them to an artist. This is from Scare Drones. This is the guy who fights the evil space locusts, guys. He is a robot designed to kind of protect people. He is kind of a kung fu badass robot and has vents on him for taking in air and energy so he can just do some of the most powerful moves ever and fuck alien assholes up. This is the number 13. There's a bunch of these robots, and they protect. It's just a sci-fi story I've had. I haven't written the whole script yet, but it's pretty cool. Look at how this was my character design for it, and then this is the painted version, as you can see. AI did this in seconds, guys. It made my characters look that much more pro and more interesting. I like that. As a character designer, I have to say, I like that. This is the Scare Drones cover concept. I had AI repaint it, but notice how it stayed pretty true to my art and my drawing. The kind of weirdness of it, the creepiness of this space locust character. Real evil, real fucking creepy, real gothy. Almost H.R. Gigery, you know? And in a weird way, what I like about this, guys, is what I can take a cover concept and I can see if that cover concept is good. This to me shows it that it's good, that this concept was good. I could take a character design and I can put it through AI and I can see if it's good and if it has harmony, if it works, if it's strong or not. I can see if it has flaws or if I'm missing something really easily. Because the AI will make it pretty, but will it be cool enough? Will it hit the mark? You know, this is another comic book story I have called Lich. And it's about this like beautiful man who gets locked up in a wall and turned into a lich by his lover who betrays him, and he ends up breaking out and coming kind of for revenge, but also just to rebuild his castle and his army. And he's kind of arrogant and badass. He's very funny. He's very dark, but he goes on cool undead adventures, necromancy adventures, and has a really cool cast of people that he goes with. So really badass. As you can see, I changed the face to be more kind of beautiful, kind of Alucard from Castlevania, kind of that style was what I was going for. This is a very gothic story, but this is his adventure gear when he goes out from his castle and fucks shit up. He has this awesome sword called the Ex Mortis. It's a death sword that he had to earn as part of the story. It's real cool. I would love to come out with this later, but it won't look like this. You know, this is just an AI rendering of the character. But yeah, I've got great stories. I've got great scripts. I've got great character designs all developed. I'm working all the time. I'm an ADD person, so I bounce from thing to thing. I bounce and make it happen. Vaughn, that's a good way of putting it, because lately I've been watching a lot of artists who's making a big fuss about AI, but your view on AI might change my mind. Oh, that's great, Mark. I appreciate you. Thanks for having an open mind. I know it's a controversial subject. I know it's touchy for artists. I know there's a weird fear in the air and, I'm going to get replaced. No, you're not. Use AI to your advantage. Use it as a tool like you would Photoshop to do something more efficient and faster. Use it to help make your concepts better. It's not going to replace you in any real way. You could still make original art that resonates with people. You're not going to be like, the AI came and ruined everything. No, the best storytellers will use AI and it won't ruin anything. They'll rise to the top. They will rise to the top. I'm not saying you have to make AI comics. You can just use it for your character designs. For instance, I use AI not to write my comics. I write everything myself in a script. That's how I like to create. I don't need AI. I am the fucking imagination spark. But I love using AI for my character designs now to refine them after I draw them by hand. I love using it to create cool characters that look professional and good. I also love to use AI to animate my already hand-done comic book panels, and then those become great trailers. So all this stuff I used to dream of, like, if only I could see my characters animated. That would be so cool, but I can only dream, because the dream was what? That a multi-billion-dollar studio picks up what you're making and then spends millions of dollars animating it and believing in the story and making it cool and everything. Like, that's a dream for most of us. Even for comic book pros, that's a dream. But because of AI, we can now take our comic book panels that we hand did, that came out of a human imagination, and we can animate them into something fabulous and something beautiful, and we don't have to spend money. It didn't take a team of sweaty animators crying and breaking their backs all night, like working on it. Instead, you just did it with your computer at home in your jammies. Like, I'm animating shit with Grok on my phone while laying in bed at night. Like, I do it while I'm on the toilet, man. I'm like, beep, 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 beep. Oh, cool. Now I have a really good animation for my trailer. Oh, cool. Now this character design looks better than he's ever looked. It doesn't have to be a burden. It can be an advantage. The amount of time I spend emailing artists and waiting, the amount of time I wait for the art and wait for their schedule, the amount of money I spend. I've been doing this for years, and it's always been a teeth-grinding, grueling, slow as fuck process. And a lot of the time, the art, and this is nothing against the artist, they turn in a character design that doesn't look like what I wanted. It's not quite there, and then I have to send them notes, and I got to do more emails, and then we got to spend more time. It just goes on and on, guys. Or you could just use AI yourself and just make it look the way you want it to look, and then you can hand it to your artist. And it's professional looking. It's ready to go. It's beautiful. Don't be scared of AI. Utilize it. Don't think that it's going to write your story for you. It's not going to. You write your story. Use AI to help make it easier on you and your artists, to make it easier on your budget. Making good art takes so much money and time. And if you don't know how to draw it yourself, man, You at least can use AI, and your drawing, like I showed here with this cover, your drawing doesn't even have to be good. It can literally just be compositional and shitty and sketchy. It kind of like I saw a guy do this awesome AI character design recently, but his original one that he drew, so amateur. And even I would even go as far as to say it looked a little shitty. But when you saw the AI version, you know what it looked like? It looked like a professional Capcom Street Fighter character. It did. That is changing things, people. That is changing things for the better. Okay? Where are we at? $815. Oh, my. Are you for real? Are you for real right now? Let's see what we got going on Indiegogo. 22 backers. $815 raised. We're getting there, people. We're getting there. All of you who supported me on part 1, if you come out for 2, I swear to God, we're going to have an amazing book here for you. We are. This story is worth finishing. It's worth continuing. We got to make it work, guys. We got to make it happen. I think we can make our $5,000 goal, and I think we can make people really happy with this book. So, Mark the Shark. But Vaughn, you have some awesome characters. I do. I'm a character design whore. Ever since Bruce Timm released that Batman animated book in the 90s, I guess, maybe early 2000s, 90s, late 90s, I was obsessed with character design. And I started to do my own from home as a teenager and study the Bruce Timm style. You learn how character designs are an art and how you want to balance colors and things throughout, and how one line can change a character design forever. One line can give him a glove. One line can give him a belt. One line can change his jawline. One line can give him a dimple in his chin, which changes how we perceive the character. One line changes everything. And I love that about character design. It's a delicate balance with which you craft these great, amazing, interesting characters. In fact, guys, I can go further. I can show you I went through with all my character designs. And like I said, all of them done by hand, by the way. All of them done by hand. And then I put them through AI and said, like, make this, do this, did some little prompts here and there. And the characters came out fantastic. And so I started doing all my character designs over the years, like 20-something years of character designs. And I mean, they just came out fabulous. Here, look, let me show you guys. Do we do image file? No. Okay. Let's go through these. Now, remember, like I said, these are not made by just random AI. These are my designs. They came from my heart and soul to make you guys entertained for these different stories that a lot of these stories you don't know about yet. This is different. Look, you see different versions of her. I wanted to try a silver version of her. She has a robot body. On her planet, technology is their god, and becoming one with tech is their goal. And it's the only thing human on her left, or the only thing like flesh on her left, is her head. The last step will be replacing her head with a full robot. But we still have our cute little elf head. They're called Technelfs. They're little space elves obsessed with tech and rebuilding themselves into something greater and better with tech. And here's Warlike. Here's a cover design. Now remember, these are cover ideas. These are not necessarily covers I'm really using. They're kind of, but that's our tech elf character. She's really cool. And that's our bad guy character doing kind of a Dragon Ball Z style. I don't know. I just thought this was a badass cover. Really fun to make with AI based on this character design I did. Zoom in on him, do all that stuff, do the prompts. But then we've got a story called X Devils about 3 devil brothers who quit their jobs in hell and become mortals. They're X Devils. And these 3 are my character designs. Exactly. Like everything about the design you see, the colors, everything. But the AI colored them for me and then reposed them for me. Because as you can see, I did different poses for these 3 different cover concepts. Here's the 3 cover concepts together. I was able to make all of these covers in an afternoon, just an afternoon of taking my character designs for these these Devil Brothers and turning them into some of the coolest shit around. Look, I did my Black Terror and Lady Satan AI colored, but these drawings or these exact poses, that's my art. I drew them like this first. So there's something to AI. If you can draw it first and keep it human, keep your heart and soul, they're not soulless. I mean, this comes out beautiful. This is a beautiful rendering of Black Terror that looks fucking cool as shit. But this is my design. It's all me, baby. I love these Devil Brothers too. There's the Devil of Blood, the red one, the Devil of Flesh, the kind of yellowy or fleshy one, and then the blue one is the Devil of Teeth, Devil of Bones, Devil of Teeth. I call them Teeth. I like that. Teeth, blood, flesh, and bone, essentially. The three brothers. And I just made these covers for the fun of it. I wanted them to be like kind of cool, old school VHS covers that you'd see as a kid and go, what's that? I want that. I want to watch that, They were just fun concepts I did. I think they came out really badass. And of course, AI let me do this. If I didn't have the AI, I would just dream of this. You know what I mean? I would just dream. I have sketches of all of these brothers, so they came out pretty good. These, like I said, these are my Black Terror ones. I like how these came out pretty fun, pretty cool, pretty interesting. This is another cover concept for a novel. I was going to call myself Von Holiday, but I'm not going to. I'm Von Klaus. Fangs Between Us. Doing some werewolf, not romance, and vampire novels in the background, guys. All Arthur Knows His Death, another novel idea I had. Another AI design, but I didn't design it all. I do it in Photoshop too. So another one, Krampus Carol, kids book. Christmas story, badass Christmas story for kids. I want to do that too. I've got a lot I want to do in life, guys. Not just comics. I want to write some novels too, but for me, comics are like where it's at. That's like where my heart is, This is another character design I drew by hand first, and then I had the AI come in and color it. This is Deathslinger. This is our main character, Nico Mancer. She is a teenager, aloof, kind of rebellious teenager who finds out she's from a family of Deathslingers and has to protect herself from being killed by the evil ones coming to get her and use her heart for an evil ritual. Really fun. It's really cool stuff. Another Deathslinger cover idea. Got cover ideas out the ass. Here's another one. Photoshop. I use Photoshop too. It's not just AI though. I Photoshop all of this too to fix it, to make it like what it's supposed to be, Some designs for some Space Knights. These were hand done, but I used AI to change them a bit, I remember, and I don't know if I liked the result, but it's kind of cool. Kind of cool for the portfolio at least. Scare drones again. Here's one of those creepy space locust people. Look at those titties. Creepy. Hey guys, look. It's the first female superhero ever, Phantoma. She turns into this and guards her jungle from evildoers. So I did a quick Phantoma sketch and ended up using AI to kind of change the bracelets, change some things, put her in a jungle. Came out pretty cool, actually. I really like it. She's cool. Real simple. As you can see, it's from my very simple character design. But I think that's what the best ones come out. Here's our Fang Gang cover again. Robot. Okay, now we're getting into some crazy characters from Psycho Killers with this. Remember, I hand drew all of these designs first and colored them. So the colors you see, everything, I mean, the AI had to draw from me instead of me drawing from it. I think that's the key to AI, to good AI. These are psychic characters that use their abilities in very deadly ways to fuck us up. This guy has pyrokinesis and uses fire. He always makes sure he never even gets one singe on his white suit, which I thought was kind of cool about his character. Very meticulous, very careful, but yet he uses something as destructive and crazy as fire, I thought that was kind of a cool character trait for him. He's very cool-headed and methodical for a guy who uses fire. Usually fire people are more free and wild in comics, and that's great. Nothing wrong with it. It's fun. But this guy needed to be more like the quiet, cold personality, but with like the flaming ability, right? There he's lighting a cigarette with his flame power real quick. See how cool-headed and just methodical this motherfucker is? What a badass. These are the teleporting psychic brother and sister. They're named Endotox and Exotox. Get it? Endo, Exo, and one can teleport into the other one to hide and be shy. This guy is called Cyanotox. Oh, wait. Which one is he? There's Hemotox. Cytotox. He's Cytotox. Cytotox. These are all real toxins that these characters are named after. Here's Phototox. She's the model of the group. Hence photo, but she uses photokinesis, which is the ability to bend light psychically, control light. So she could turn invisible and give herself diamond armor. Skin. So she's badass. Here's our main character, Necrotox, the badass sniper. Here's Hemotox. She uses telekinesis to move her hair around and choke you, strangle you. And she has other abilities I won't get into that are badass. But she's from Romania, kind of vampiric, kind of evil. This is Myotox from Japan. She uses psychic poisoning. This is what's his name? There's Neurotox is his name, and he's from Russia and uses psychic blades that can fly all around him and cut you to ribbons in seconds. Oh, there we go. Cytotox doing some flame stuff. So every single character you see here was hand drawn by me first, colored by me. And then I put it through Grok, and maybe I changed the pose a little bit. Maybe I added the invisibility. Maybe you know what I mean? But the Grok helped me make tons of poses, tons of great looking characters. Within an afternoon, I'm doing an entire cast. Here's how long it took me to do this cast before. What happened was this. We were working on Psycho Killers, and our artist, Paul, did not understand my character design notes that I had just written him. So I realized I had to do what I always do. Sit down, put in the work, do all the character designs, which is a lot. This is the biggest cast I've ever written, guys. This is a huge ensemble cast. So I end up sitting down and drawing all these characters as fast as I can. Quick sketches, okay? I do the whole cast because Paul needs to understand what these characters look like. He needs to understand what I'm going for visually here. And I do it as fast as possible, but I still make them look great. They look solid. But at the end of the day, they don't look like this until AI gets its hands on it, and then it just looks beautiful. Professional, much better. But so I did that, and after I did that, I just thought, okay, those are our character designs, no big deal. But after putting them through AI, it's like, holy shit, I could do different poses. I could do all kinds of shit. Yeah, these psychic twins that teleport, like they use these psychic baseball bats to smash your fucking skull in, go about their day. They're kind of the weirdest one, as you can see. I kind of wanted some Children of the Damned vibes with these guys. You know what I'm saying? Imagine if we men had not android women like that. That's the death of feminism. Oh, yeah, man. The robot women they're inventing to, actually be women again is crazy. It's crazy that we have to invent robots for women to be women again. But women in general are great. Women are amazing. They just also are going through, a weird time. We're going through a weird time where they've been taught that it's all about them and it's all about their career and that men are a problem and men, and you can't trust a man. And it's all bullshit. It's a bad time. I'm thinking the pendulum will swing the other way. I think more women want real men again, and more women want to be less political. And no. I don't know. Here I am saying this, but on dating apps, women will not date me because I voted for Donald Trump. They won't date me. When I first match with them, I go, all right, I hate to have to do this, but I voted for Trump. Is that going to be an issue? Some of them pretend like it's not an issue, and then we talk for 2 seconds, and they're like, yeah, it's an issue. It's an issue. And I'm like, yeah, but come on. You secretly want to be railed by a Trump supporter, don't you? You want that Trump pump, don't you? I don't say that to them. I just move on with my life and call them libtards or something. Call them stupid. Make them look stupid and move on. Make them look stupid and move on. That's what you got to do sometimes. Another great character I designed. This is the exact pose I drew her in, too. So what I like to do is start with the exact pose I drew the character in. And then I from there maybe change the pose and maybe add a weapon or maybe add whatever the character needs to be cool or be a cool design. I like it. So yeah, look at this. This guy is named Apex Atlas, and he's like Mr. Good Guy, superhero, Superman type, but he's hiding a lot of darkness, a lot of secrets, and is actually not such a great guy at the end of the day. But that's why I like him, because he's not Homelander, but he's not, you know what I mean? But he's definitely not Superman either. This is Voodooer. She's another guy. These are characters that are part of a superhero team for a book I came up with about a bad guy, a villain, if you will, who quits being a villain to get married and live a normal life. But then this badass superhero blackmails him and kidnaps his fiance and blackmails him into being a villain again and setting up a villain team so that he can kill this villain team and take out a lot of villains at once across the world. So it's called Murder League. That's not just the name of the villain team that our hero / reformed villain has to form. But it's because they're going to be murdered after he forms the team, and only he knows it. The people on the team have no idea that Apex Atlas is gunning for them and is going to come murder them. And the other heroes like Siren Saint and Voodooer, they don't know that this guy's lost. Apex Atlas has fully lost his mind and is a killer now. It's scary, man. This guy could kill the whole world. This guy's super powerful. Look at Voodooer. This was the exact pose I drew her in. What a great design. I love it when AI follows your design exactly and just makes something pretty. Because when it doesn't follow your design, it's always like unnerving, bad to look at, and you just have to trash that image and move on and try again. Just hit the button again, man. But she came out great. I love Voodooer. Different color. Look, you could see how I experimented with different coloring types on her. One is a little more simple and one is a little more painterly. It's fun to do. The fact that you can do this in 2 seconds instead of having to do it yourself by hand or hire an artist to do it, it has changed the world, guys. The world is different now. Then I tried some like voodoo magic and made her a little anime. Okay, then we got a little magic again, a little almost Storm inspired. She is Storm inspired. I'm a big Storm. I love Storm from X-Men. But Voodooer had to be dark and different and kind of cool. And look at her. She's fun too, isn't she? She's kind of sexy. I like her. Here's a more anime version of my drawing of her. Oh, Hex Girl. I love Hex Girl. Her ability is bad luck. She gives other people bad luck. Kind of like how Domino has good luck. Well, like, she sucks luck. She's a luck sucker. She destroys your luck. She's worse than a black cat crossing your path. Of course, she can control it a bit so that her friends nearby don't suffer the bad luck. But if she messes up, you're going to have like a fucking anvil fall on your head or some shit. She's real punk, real goth, real badass. Oh, this guy. Okay, this is exactly how I drew this character, and then I just colored him. This is Wolverine meets Iron Fist. This is Tiger Strike. Okay? He was raised by wolves in Japan as a kid, and he's kind of feral and kind of badass. He's very, but he's very kung fu, you know? He's very badass, ready to fuck shit up with his metal claws and feet. Super kung fu, though. Like, you don't even see him move and people's heads fly off. He's real badass. Here's a new Siren Saint pose. She's kind of a Wonder Woman, Amazonian meets Silver Sable, kind of. I don't like to think of characters as like, he's just this meets this. I just make the character in a way that I think works for the character and the story. And then after I'm done, I'm like, yeah, this is Wolverine meets Iron Fist. Okay. But I didn't plan him that way. He just needed to be the character that was required or that my imagination was kind of nudging me with, you know? This is Blast Wave. He's kind of like a cocky asshole laser gunner from his hands. So he's kind of like cowboyish in a way too. Kind of arrogant, kind of an ass. He's the nemesis of our main character, what's his name? Shade Runner. Shade Runner is our main guy. He's a bad guy trying to reform and be a good guy, but the good guys won't let him do it. They just won't let him do it. There's Shade Runner. This is the way I drew him, the exact pose, the exact design, exact everything. The only thing that happened different was the AI came in and colored him and made him look fabulous, made him look amazing, made him look professional. The fact that you can not hire a colorist, I mean, will colorists lose jobs over it? No, I think they'll still get work. I mean, this is just concept at the end of the day, and I'm just getting to make that concept real. I added a cloak to him. He needs shade to move around to use his powers, so he probably would need like a cloak thing that's casting a little shadow at all times, you know? Okay, I love this character. Do I have any more of him? I don't know if I have any more of him. So I love this character, though. Henchman. Henchman is your perfect henchman bad. He's a bad guy. He looks like a cliche henchman from like a Batman the Animated Series. And he's like, sure, whatever you say, boss. He's like one of those guys. But his power is that he enhances your powers and he can borrow a small version of your power for a brief amount of time. That's how Henchman works. So he makes you more powerful, but he himself can when he hangs out with Shade Runner, he can hop through shadows too and fuck shit up and do cool things. So he's very interesting. He's very adaptable. He's very dangerous. He could use powers and steal them. Really cool guy. But I made him look like one of those cliche guys that just gets punched on an animated series. But that's why I like him. I think he's cool. He's kind of an old school looking bruiser type. Really cool. So yeah, these are some more fun pictures of the characters. Here's our main character's girlfriend. She's hot. She's naughty. I love those jeans and those legs that go on for days, baby. All of this was my drawing and my design, but then AI colored it and made it cool. And then I took all those characters and I made a shitty collage cover idea real quick. Made this really quick. It's not, some professional super cover, but it looks kind of cool. It's kind of fun. And it's a concept. It keeps you visually motivated, keeps you going. So yeah, I mean, that's these characters. I mean, look at this. These are all great designs. These are not just designs for the sake of it either. I know who these characters are. Like I'm ready to write them for you. I just need the actual money. I made this as a kind of a collage for the Lich cast, for the cast of the team Lich. He's got his witch, he's got his thief, he's got his ghost boy, and he's got his armored up tech guy who has a bunch of hidden weapons within his armor. It's kind of think of it as like steampunk kind of gear based technology armor where weapons and things come out of the armor and like stab into you, kill you, whatever. It's not just armor like for being badass. It's got tech to it. And then we have our Lich character on the throne being a badass. I thought this was kind of a cool little cast we have going here. But AI helped me do this. I couldn't do this without AI, guys. There it is, Jackknife Rabbit. Here's the Devil of Teeth. Devil of Flesh. This is exactly how I drew him, the exact pose I drew him in and everything, even some of the line work I did in the same shading I did. The AI used it. It used all of it. It just painted it to look pro. Not bad at all. Cannot knock it. I think it looks fucking awesome. These characters look great. And I can now pass these on to an artist in the future and be like, this is what he looks like. This is how you should color him. I have a RPG game I worked on called Depths. I did some character designs for that. That's a gun witch for this. I'm obsessed with gun witches, if you couldn't tell. Definitely inspired by Bayonetta, 100%. Use the stream more often. Maybe show your creative process. Yeah, you're right, Raphael. Raphael, I will, buddy. Noxie, what's up? Thanks for joining us. You rule. You rule. Yeah, I will show my creative process. I've thought about getting on and doing work streams for sure. I've even thought about doing AI in front of you guys, but I don't know. Some really cool characters here that I came up with. And here's a Lady Satan. Here's a logo I designed in AI. An idea I have called Robo Noir. I'm going to make this book someday, real soon, I hope. We'll see. But like, I made this with Photoshop and AI. The AI did not do everything. I had to Photoshop it. I had to design it. I had to draw it first. So I kind of like this Robo Noir covers I came up with. Like I did this with Photoshop and AI. Came out kind of cool. Come out kind of hip, kind of awesome. Art Deco looks almost like robot circuitry as an art form. And it has a lot of gold, like gold circuit boards and circuit stuff. So it just comes out great for like a robotic noir style. If you have an art Deco city, pretty badass. Yeah, and then I have cyberpunk characters. Look how cool they look. These are my exact drawings, just recolored. I didn't even change the poses. These are not AI created. They're AI colored. I created them. These are my characters. Now, this one, I changed the pose. And the AI messed up. It did a few things to his arms that I don't like, that I'm going to change in Photoshop. But as you can see, I'm a guy with a big imagination. Look at this. I was able to take Psycho Killer's AI renderings of characters, and I made a cool cover out of it. So I ended up doing this in Photoshop. It's all the characters. It looks fucking awesome. I love it. Look at this. And then I take the same thing that's in black and white. Look at this. And then I do this, and it looks like a pulp novel. It's got color. It has wear and tear. It's fucking awesome. Now, I'm not saying this will necessarily be a cover for Psycho Killers, but I mean, look at how cool this is. Look at how I was able to make this within no time. Really, I mean, I did have to Photoshop this and spend time, and designing it and everything, and designing the characters, getting the poses right, everything. But look at how great it comes out. It's faster. These are some of my cover ideas. Jackknife Rabbit. These are the comparison ones I showed you guys. Here's the X-Devil brothers. Fucking awesome. Anyway, that's AI, guys. It's not your enemy. It's not going to destroy things. It's going to create things. Yes, a lot of people are going to make slop with it. 100%. 100%. 100%. There's going to be slop. There just is. But there's going to be the artists who know how to make good art, who use it and make things awesome. 23 backers. Oh my God, $840. We're almost to our first 1,000. Let's go. Let's go. Appreciate you guys. 23 backers. Let's get sexy. Awesome. Awesome. I can't thank you guys enough. Everyone's been so cool and so supportive. I love you guys. Appreciate you. Let's make Indiegogo sing, baby. Let's show Indiegogo that we like good comics here, even though they changed everything to be weird. Let's show them. Let's show them what's up. So Vaughn, what's after this campaign? Are you going to adapt some of these characters, or are you going to do something else? So if this campaign does well enough, I want Monica and I to finish the third and final book and finish the story for you guys. Now, the next campaign that might be coming up, though, will probably be Psycho Killers. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you guys the Psycho Killers trailer. All right? I'm going to show you that trailer, and I'm going to... I'll be right back, too. I'm going to go and do some things. I have my dog freaking out to be let out and go hunt rabbits. So I'm going to let him do that. But let's look at the Psycho Killers trailer until then, shall we? Let's go. Fucking Gifted Rebels. Some of the best comics in the world coming out from Gifted Rebels. What an honor to get to work with them. With Adam. Adam's amazing. He's a real comic guy, real comic lover, real storyteller lover, and a good storyteller himself. And I've gotten to work on, I brought him Psycho Killers. He went nuts. He went nuts for it. And the rest is history. We started working on it with Paul. We made this awesome book. We got a 132-page book coming to you guys. Amazing. Amazing. Just unbelievable. 23 backers. Let's go. $840 raised. Beautiful. Appreciate you guys. Let's watch the trailer again real quick. And I'll be right back. I'm excited. Oh, man, I'm excited. This freaking book. We are crafting the greatest Black Terror story ever told. With your help, the ghosts of his tragic past will drag the man named for terror back into hell in Terror in the Trenches 2. Hey guys, I'm Vaughn, award-winning creator of Monster MD and Kitaru Witch Hunter. I've always loved the Black Terror, but I was sick of seeing this golden age icon watered down, forgotten, so I rebuilt him into something raw, uncompromising, and heavy with real meaning. This isn't just another safe superhero reboot. This is the darkest, most gripping Black Terror story ever put to page. A psychological descent into the nightmarish trenches of World War II and his past sins, where the horrors he thought he buried come clawing back to finish him. Terror in the Trenches 2 is the second volume in the Black Trilogy, his ultimate test. 72 pages of pulpy action that reinvents Black Terror like you've never seen him before. All done in a Bruce Timm on steroid style you won't forget. Will you stand with us and help Black Terror escape the trenches alive? Or watch him finally get consumed by the darkness he's carried for decades? Back the campaign and help us tell the greatest Black Terror story ever told. It's time to dig 2 graves, people. Let's go. Terror in the Trenches 2. I hope to see you guys there. Thank you so much for your support. Woo! All right. Not gonna lie, that Psycho Killers book would make an awesome anime. Dude, are you kidding me? Now, one thing I want to say, and I've said it before already, but anime is not my goal. When I was younger and naive and stupid, probably. Like, you would dream more like, oh, I'll make this, and then they'll make it into an anime, and everyone will love me. And women in Japan will let me eat sushi off their naked bodies, and Japan will finally love me. I don't give a fuck about all that. I don't think about that when I make stuff. I make stuff to be cooler than their animes and their mangas. I make stuff to be cooler than that shit. Okay? However, Psycho Killers would not just make a good anime. It would make a great HBO like series, because the plot of it is that Necrotox, our sniper assassin, has to fight all of his different family members who all are these big characters with super amazing powers and abilities. And the fights are these like brutal fucking throwdowns, like the most brutal throwdowns you've ever seen in these and they're all sexy and dressed well, and they're fighting in all these exotic places all over the world like a good fucking James Bond would be. Like, it's like everything awesome about spy thrillers without all the tech and mumbo jumbo. Instead, it's about psychic powers and about different creepy abilities. But there's cool cars, there's cool motorcycles, there's amazing settings for them to fight in. I have them fighting across Paris during Fashion Week in our first book. It's Phototox versus Necro, and Phototox and Necro, as they fight, the idea is as they have these incredible battles that just blow your mind on the page, right? We're flashing back in small ways, not too long. I don't like those overly long anime flashbacks. Things get boring. They go on too long sometimes. But when they're done well, oh my God, do they add resonance and power to the scene, man? So what I have is them fighting, and then you're seeing them as kids training to become these psychic killers by this madman who's saved them from the government, but in a way he's kind of kidnapped them himself. And so there's a real moral ambiguity, I guess you could call it, to the main guy who is kind of our old retired Pierce Brosnan psychic James Bond is what he kind of represents, what he's supposed to be like. And he's kind of, he has his own weird methods of bringing the power out of them. And it seems to be through making them go through hell. Making them go through anyway, we learn how Necrotox gets his ability to use his astral projection to make a mind bullet that then shoots through the barrel of a gun and blows people's brains out. We learn about Phototox and her past growing up there too. And we learn about Phototox and Necrotox's relationship and how that almost became a romance in a way. And then yet we were watching them just brutally fuck each other up across Paris. It's so fucking cool, man. It would make an amazing television series. But like I said, I don't write for fucking TV. I write for good comics first. And if someone likes it and sees what we could do to make it good TV, you should You should work with me because we will make the next multi-billion-dollar thing. Everyone, I'm telling you, if Psycho Killers was a hit, you'd see a lot of people dressed up as them for Halloween because these characters are so good. They're that fucking good. They're that cool. They're that suave. Put on a black suit and an eye patch, you're already Necrotox, baby. Go on out, have fun, get laid. You know what I'm saying? Happy Halloween. I'm telling you, like, this Psycho Killers could be big. It could be something special. I think this first book is going to blow your minds. Over 132 pages, the first entire arc, telling the story of Necrotox versus Phototox. And it's a great setup for the rest of the book. It's going to blow your minds. It has some great twists ahead because, like I said, we're dealing with psychic stuff. Psychic stuff can't just be psychic power. It has to have, like, illusions. It has to have tricks. It has to, like, fool us. It has to bring us into, like, a weird kind of almost psychedelic world, if you will, like a surreal world. And I think Psycho Killers, it brings you like the suaveness and the badassery of like James Bond, but then it brings you like the darkness and the powers of like a good comic book does, like a good super story does. People with powers, you know. It's a great mix. It's sexy as fuck. I love designing characters in suits and cool dress, and the women in suave dresses. Like, I love designing these characters, and they're all, I know their personalities, I know how they think, and they're all gonna try to kill Necro. And you have to see how Necro gets out of it. He doesn't just fight them. He can, when we flash back to the past in a weird way, and this happens in anime and manga sometimes, especially good ones, they figure out through the past interactions when they were kids how to maybe defeat them in the now. You know, what trick can he use if he can't just use a gun and win? He has to use his mind. What can he use to really defeat them and make it good and get out of there and get out of these deadly ass situations? We are up to 24 backers, $865 raised. You guys are fucking awesome. I really appreciate you. How fun is this shit? How fun is this? How nerdy are we, guys? Are we this nerdy?
Introducing the X-Fighter bed, the only adult bed that lets you sleep like a hero. Slip on the all-black Starfighter helmet with built-in sleep apnea hose, set the gentle body massager, and keep midnight snacks close in the underbed mini fridge.
Fight for your dreams, X-Fighter.
Oh, that guy's never getting laid in that thing, man. I don't think there's any room for the lady to even snuggle in. So it's not the most well-designed spaceship bed it could be, okay? I'll take my race car bed any day of the week, all right? Because fucking I need to race while I sleep, man. I need the race in my sleep. My friend one time, she wore a race car outfit, like one of those NASCAR like jumpsuits out, and someone said, "What are you supposed to be?" And she said, "A racist." Is this thing on? A racist. And then her friend said, "You can't say that ever again. That's not good." And I said, "She should, though, because it's funny and no one got hurt. It's okay to be a racist if you're racing cars, that is." Bam, bam. I don't know. What do you guys think? What is this? What is this clip?
Sometimes I wish you could talk. Look, a shooting star. Bronco, you're changing. Bronco, speak.
You know, I didn't do that for months. I didn't drop a bomb on Paris. I asked for surrender 5 times before we attacked Warsaw. Everything was refused.
Everything was refused. Dude, hearing that man speaking English, but with his same voice, he's like, his voice was all fucked up from mustard gas from World War I, and like, he's fucking chilling, man. It's wild. Not gonna lie, Psycho Killers would make an awesome anime. I agree, sir. It reminds me of Gungrave and James Bond. Oh, that's cool. I liked Gungrave back in the day a bit. It was pretty cool. It's very well designed, very hip, very cool video game / anime. They did the anime. I think they did another one too. They had done a couple of seasons of it. I'm not sure. Oh yeah. Yeah, man. It's James. You know what? The real inspiration behind Psycho Killers was the death of the artist who created Golgo 13. He lived to be very old. He's a master of manga, and Golgo 13 has been the longest running like serialized manga in the history of Japan. And he died, and it was really sad. And his team that would help him would help him put out the book, I believe is continuing the book, which is magical and special, and I think that's very respectful and very cool. Continue Golgo's 13 stories. He's the perfect character. He has no past. There's no backstory for Golgo 13. You don't even know his real name. Who cares? He just is a sniper assassin who gets into different adventures every time, and you wonder how he's going to make it out, and he does, and it's great. That's it. It's pure. I call it pure storytelling, which is a beautiful thing. Anyway, when he passed, I was sad. I've liked Golgo 13 for years, and so what I ended up doing was I took that fire he created, that badassery, that world of suave, sexy, badass people, fighting and getting into like horrible, destructive battles with each other. But he created this cool thing, and I wanted to see it still live. So I started coming up with Psycho Killers, my version of things, where Vaughn comes in and goes, well, I want psychics. There's no psychics or superpowers in Golgo 13. There are people that are pretty badass and kind of superhuman in their abilities, but not the same as psychic assassins, So I ended up coming up with psychic assassin family who has to kill each other, and I just thought that was the coolest thing ever. So became a thing. Psycho Killers became a thing. Also, the title Psycho Killers, no one has that. I do now. It's mine. It's awesome. Vaughn, what's your thoughts on Scary Movie 6 trailer? Here's the thing. If that movie attacks woke the entire time, it's going to make a lot of money. They're going to make a profit off of it. Also, I think those movies are probably cheap to make. So I think a lot of people kind of miss Scary Movie a bit. So I think the trailer itself, it wasn't bad. It didn't get me like super hype, but at the same time, they are covering a lot of bad guys that are new. They've got like the Terrifier clown in there, Art the clown, who I love. They've got they're really laying it home. They're going to make fun of weapons. They're going to make fun of a lot of the popular stuff, which is smart because it's current. It's on our minds. I think they're going to do real well. I think they will. I think it's going to be fun. And if it's fun enough, maybe I'll go see it with some friends or something. The Wayans brothers, I grew up with them when they did a show called In Living Color, which is like what Jim Carrey was on before he blew up. And to me, In Living Color was like the shit. Like, I loved that show. I think like J-Lo was a dancing fly girl there. They had the fly girls who just like booty danced in between commercials for no good reason other than booty, which is good enough for me. I mean, I like booties. I like booty, a fine booty, if you will, a fine lady's booty. I'm always a fan of that. So in fact, who's like a fine woman in this thing that we haven't looked at yet today? Maybe this. This is what every man dreams of, by the way, every night. Oh, hells yeah. 24 backers, 865 raised. I appreciate you guys. You're awesome. Thanks for coming out. I don't usually live stream, but like I've done a few lately and everyone they told me I was good. They told me they really liked them. They told me I should do it more often. I'm going to. I'll be hanging out with you. I think it'd be a good way to build an audience and create fun for everybody at the same time. I will do some of me working, I guess. I have to be talking though. while working, so it might be more drawing oriented. But so when I do character designs and some shit, I don't know. We'll see. It could be fun. But I write a lot. I have some writing I got to do for John Malin, actually. I'm doing the new Godlike, which is pretty sweet. It's going to be so good. You guys are going to love it. It's going to be so brutal and like fucking like epic sci-fi movie. Badassery. Yeah, I really appreciate you guys. Poor Lord, Living Color is so underrated. I know. It's comedy in its sketches to this day. Like, people would need to watch them. It'll crack you up. The lack of I guess the lack of political correctness would freak some people out, but not me, man. That was just the way we lived, and no one was getting hurt by it. We were all having fun together, all of us. The Living Color is the cast had white, black, you name it. It had everybody. It was what they called diverse. I don't even like to use that word anymore. They've ruined that word for me. They ruined the word diverse, a T, for me. They did. It's ruined. It's fucking ruined. Because I know it's a euphemism now. In fact, because of that word, I came up with the realization that some euphemisms are deadly. Some euphemisms are dangerous, people. They're made to cover up the truth. They're made to insulate the truth so that you don't see it for what it is. It's nice, shiny Christmas wrappings. Euphemisms make things easier. They make it sound not as bad, make it sound lighter, make it sound easier. And it could just be the most deadly thing in the world. And it turns out diversity ended up being, and we found this out now, we have the numbers, we got the proof. Diversity ended up being one of the biggest anti-white movements to ever happen in American history. Maybe the biggest. Less white people were hired all around, everywhere. To the point of like no white men getting jobs in writing rooms in Hollywood for like the last few years. What the fuck? Like if that discrimination happened to any other race, I would be horrified. But it's just happened to me. If I heard that happened to like Asians in LA, I'd be like, what the fuck? Let them have a chance. But they're too busy running our engineering and our medicine now, so it's up to white ass clowns like me to get into Hollywood and make the next great stories, the next cool things. I think I have the talent, but do I really want to be in Hollywood? No, not really. I'd rather make cool comic books, to be honest. Comic books are, to me, the coolest thing. Hollywood is just, you know? I mean, don't get me wrong. In comic books, I've had people change my art, and when I think about that, it does hurt. It sucks. It's part of it. It does happen. But that's the way of the world, you know? In Hollywood, it would happen way worse. They changed my art so much I wouldn't even recognize it anymore. You need that person that works with you who has power and wealth that like wants to live up to your vision because they believe in it and they understand. They have to understand it too. You know what I mean? They have to understand it. Here we are, guys. $865. I want to do another trailer, a different Trenches trailer that I made for you guys. Let's do that. Let's share a video file. I like this one. Oh, hells yeah, pimps. Oh, hells yeah. Terror in the Trenches, Part 2, 2 out of 3, Black Trilogy, 24 backers, $865 raised. Are the Indiegogo people going to come out and support this book? We'll just have to find out. We have a $5,000 goal. Can we make it? Can we make it? I don't know. I'm going to need some money to pay off these artists, pay for printing, pay for shipping, make the best book possible, make it beautiful. I hope I have extra money to be able to make the book even better. Could you do a video covering how to make a great villain? Yes, I could do that. I would happily do that. Even to this day, even though I have a lot of writing experience and I really do know what I'm doing, I know how to make it cool. I know how to make it right. Like, I still feel like I ask myself, what is a good villain? Who are the truly great villains? You know what's interesting about villains is you don't like them, obviously, and you shouldn't, right? But whenever you kind of like them a little bit, there's something magic that happens where you almost kind of want to be them. Not for real, you know what I mean? Like, you don't want to be them as much as the hero usually, but like you wonder what it would be like to be them. Like, did anyone else watch Breaking Bad and go like, what would it be like to be that Gus guy for like a day? That badass running a chicken place, but then like the nastiest, creepiest, most powerful meth operation. Like, what would it be like? I think there's a lot. I always like to read up on villains and like what are authors' secrets with villains. A lot of people say, well, you make them relatable. Like, because the thing to remember about villains is in the end, their perspective is that they're a good guy, that they're right, that what they're doing is good. Why is it bad? You know, it doesn't mean you can't make them sickos or whatever, but they'll say anything to justify stuff. I like villains that intimidate the reader too. You know, I want cool. Think I should do gaming streams. I've thought about it. I played Marvel Rivals and I got really good at it. It was how I just blew off steam, but I say funny shit during it. I sure do. And I kind of like don't know how to film it though, because I don't play it on my computer. I play it on a big screen TV. I don't know how to capture that. I guess with PlayStation 2 I could record it. I don't know. Then I'd have to record my audio and then put it over the PlayStation 2 or PlayStation 2. What am I saying? PlayStation 5, PlayStation recording. I don't know. We could maybe make it happen. I don't want to play Marvel Rivals anymore, though, is the problem. I quit. The game changed too much to where everyone's a damage dealer and it's not a class-based game anymore, so it's bullshit. And you get killed in 2 hits by everybody the whole game. It doesn't matter. Like, nothing matters. It's not cool Marvel characters facing off anymore. It's these shitty fake hero classes that aren't hero classes because there's no classes in the game. Everyone's a damage dealer. You're just a different style of damage dealer. That's it. So I just when the whole rhythm of the game changed to where I could peek around a fucking corner and just insta-die now like that, and it's just, that's not the way the game used to be. Like, I don't want to play you anymore. You know what I mean? I'm not going to play that shit anymore. It's not fun. It's just becomes stress. If it becomes stress, I'm out. You know? So, oh man. We're live on Indiegogo, people. We're making it happen. I love it. I love Terror in the Trenches. I love what we're making here. I hope people will check it out. It's a comic book worth your money. It's actually entertaining, and it makes yourself cooler, and it's a better story than what other people are doing. I really stand by this book. I believe in it. I believe in Black Terror being a cool character people can enjoy. And in this book, it's so good. It's so fucking good. He doesn't have his powers. He's in the trenches of what was his neighborhood. He's bleeding out from a bullet wound to his gut. He's pinned against the wall by a mutated sniper girl with living rifle scopes for eyes. And then after he gets away from her, if he gets away, he's got a cybernetic trapper patched from flesh and steel, hungry for his scalp, just hanging out there, who's hung Lady Satan's body over the grave of his wife. So we're talking like massive amounts of bait upon bait here. We're talking about like he has no choice. Even though he has no powers, he has to go in. He has to fight. And he's more wounded than ever. I mean, this is tense, man. The ghost of his wife watches him from the shadows and whispers all this shit. She's real creepy. Something happened between him and his wife that needs to be a big reveal, right? So in this story, there are some huge reveals. Man, when I think about how much people are going to love this, I get excited how much you're going to enjoy reading this. The cool reveals, the excellent characters, the awesome fight that Black Terror has with with Saulback and Lockshot. These two superpowered people. See, in the first book, I felt bad because I didn't get to have Terror fighting as many superpowered badasses in that one. You know what I mean? I felt a little bad. He fights these super soldiers, but there's a bunch of them, and he's taking them out and he's fighting them, but they're a little tougher than he remembers, and they fuck him up at first, but he takes them out. And Lady Satan kind of saves him a bit. But now he's going up against something much more treacherous, much more evil. I'm frightened of it already. I'm freaked the fuck out. This is great. These are awesome villains. So yeah, I'll do a video covering villains for you, man. That'd be fun to do. I like to think about villains a lot. I do. That's so true. In my opinion, I feel like Marvel has ruined the Kingpin and on the Daredevil show. Have they? See, I really liked him on the Netflix ones. I thought Kingpin was kind of perfect. But is he ruined now? What's he do? Does he just go around going, "My Vanessa! Vanessa!" He's always upset about Vanessa. Is she dead? Is she around? I don't know. I haven't watched the new show. I don't have Disney Plus. I don't want to give Disney more money than I really have to. You know what I'm saying? I will give them money. I'm not like saying it's like some full-on boycott, but I try not to give them too much. Well, guys, it's been 2 hours and 40 minutes. We're at 24 backers, $865 raised. Do people want Terror in the Trenches on Indiegogo? We'll find out if we can make our goal. I hope so. Maybe people bailed on Indiegogo. I don't know. Let's hope not. Some people told me that before I launched. They said, "Oh, but dude, I bailed from Indiegogo. I'm not doing that anymore." I'm like, "Oh, okay." So I've got Kickstarter if you want to do that too. I hope people will still check it out on Indiegogo because I think this is a great book, and a lot of you backed it on the first one, so you're out there, I know. I hope you'll check me out. But, yeah, I'm going to probably head out now. Unless anyone has anything else to say, anything else they want to talk about, any questions, burning terror questions, we can make it fun, though. We can make it fun. We can go out guns blazing. All right. I don't know why. I just love that fucking robot blowing those dudes away. It's so fun. So cool. So wild. How you guys doing out there? You doing all right? It's been almost 3 hours of this badassery. I really appreciate all of you who hung out. You're helping me, man. You're really helping me. And you're really helping me to make what I want to make the world a bit better, make the comics a bit better, make comics cool again. We have to do it. It's a hard job, but with your help, I can do it. So I appreciate you. Let me see. I just want to play this again because I just love this, that I made this. I don't care what anybody thinks. Oh, man. That seed fucked me up as a kid. I got to admit. 24 backers. Spread the word. Let people know it's on Indiegogo now. Indiegogo made me launch a little later than I wanted to. And I just hope that people still want to back it on there and give me that chance because you're going to get a great book. People forget about how to make good books. A lot of crowdfunders, they don't even know what they're doing. They're just playing an internet game. That's not what I'm here to do. I'm here to give you guys real comics for real comic book lovers and people who appreciate good story and art. Here I am. I'm fucking here. I've been here for years. So I hope to see you guys in the trenches. Thanks for hanging out. And I guess I'll see you on the next one, all right? I hope you come back and see me because I'll keep streaming. I heard you loud and clear. You guys want it. You love it. Thank you. All right. See you again. Later.
Von's Haunted Castle.